Chapter 669. On the long road, Yao Qingjun had already stopped. Fong Ping and the other two continued to move forward against the pressure. 500 meters, 600 meters, when they were halfway on the road, helplessness flashed in his eyes. He panted and said, "You guys continue." Fong Ping understood a little. He looked at Iron Head in front of him and said, "It seems to be a test of physical strength." Li Hansong responded, then said in a muffled voice, "Fong Ping, what's wrong? The person inside wants to take off my clothes." Armor. Fong Ping was a little speechless. At a time like this, he still had the mood to say such ambiguous words. It was fine to take off his armor, but to take off his clothes moreover. As Li Hansong spoke, the pressure seemed to be stronger. Fong Ping said telepathically, "The senior inside seems to be quite stingy." "Stop talking nonsense, hum." The pressure was even stronger. Fong Ping almost vomited blood. Motherf asterisk Kerr. Was he eavesdropping? Another old Zhang? If he did not eavesdrop, why would he increase the pressure? However, when he increased the pressure, Fong Ping's eyes moved. He suddenly shouted, "I'm invincible among rank 7. If the senior wants to test me, then continue. This is not enough." Fong Ping's eyes lit up. The golden bone on his body burst out, his whole body golden. "Still not enough." Fong Ping laughed. "This is just the beginning. F***ck. This pressure could actually help him forge his golden body." Fong Ping had just felt it. There were 9 refinements to the golden body. Fong Ping's current golden body was an embryonic one. The forging of the golden body was actually a process of compression. Constantly condensing the golden body, the more compression, the better. Unfortunately, it was difficult for Fong Ping to compress and melt the golden body. As for the others, Fong Ping had not tried it before. Old Zhang might not be able to do it. Truth be told, modern martial artists loved to fight and had strong combat power, but some methods were not good enough. If he let old Zhang help him compress his flesh, he might just explode. But now it seemed possible. Fong Ping felt a large amount of energy around him being absorbed by him. This energy fog was constantly absorbed by the golden body, integrated, and then compressed. Fong Ping looked at Li Hansong and shouted, "Iron Head, take off your armor. Absorb the energy and compress the golden body." Li Hansong heard him and did not hesitate. He quickly took off his armor. In reality, that pressure had always wanted to rip off his armor, but he didn't let it. Once the armor was removed, Li Hansong staggered. Behind him, Lao Wang snorted and said in disdain, "You're just... Who asked you to be so arrogant before? Aren't you the same as us now?" Li Hansong's body shone with golden light as he chuckled and said, "If you have the ability, come to me. If you do, I can even give you my armor." "You said it." As soon as he finished speaking, Wang Jinyang gritted his teeth and took a step forward. When Li Hansong saw this, he was instantly shocked. Without another word, he forcefully walked forward. Lao Wang had gone crazy and was willing to throw his life away for money. Fong Ping glanced at Wang Jinyang. He saw that his vitality was erupting, and so was his bone marrow force. As he walked forward, he shouted, "Absorb more energy liquid. There's a lot of energy here. If you're seriously injured, maybe the senior will give us some imperishable substance to recover." I knew that the seniors of the domain definitely had the human race in their hearts. They even have the Lake of Eternal. So why would they care about giving us juniors a little bit of imperishable substance? Until now, he had not used his wealth to recover. He was just waiting. As Fong Ping flattered him, he shouted, "Old Yao, continue walking. As long as you don't die, it's fine. There's a lot of energy nearby. Absorb more." I don't know if the Catacombs people will benefit from their existence here. The Catacombs have opened up many domains. I heard that the Catacombs have opened up more than 10 domains. Even the Lake of Eternal has been wiped out. As he spoke, Yao Qingjun, who was behind him, gritted his teeth and continued moving forward. The flesh on his body began to crack. He had consumed a golden body fruit that could strengthen the flesh, but it only made his body slightly stronger. He could not even compare to Lao Wang. Lao Wang's vitality force was probably stronger than Fong Ping's. Fong Ping's vitality force was less than 20,000 calories. Lao Wang was probably about the same. When Fong Ping saw that they had caught up, he continued walking forward, shouting, "The Mystic Virtue Realm seniors still have the human race in their hearts. Otherwise, they wouldn't have tested us. It's a pity that humans today can't even cultivate the imperishable substance. They can only rely on the golden body to give birth naturally. It's extremely tragic." After talking for a while, Fong Ping had already walked close to 800 meters on the imperial path. Li Hansong was now at the same level as him, panting violently. Fong Ping ignored him. The energy in front of him was even thicker, almost turning into a solid. Fong Ping felt a little itchy in his heart, but he was afraid that the owner of this place was too stingy and would throw him out when he saw that he had absorbed the energy. "Forget it. When I get the cultivation method, I'll take it all." Fong Ping made a decision in his heart. Before he left, he scooped up all the energy. Now he would absorb as much as he could. Fong Ping compressed the golden body as he walked forward. His vitality seemed to be growing along with the compression of the golden body. His vitality was being consumed, but the upper limit kept increasing. The density of the golden body was also increasing at this moment. As he compressed it, Fong Ping felt that he had become shorter. He could only continue to absorb the energy madly to make himself continue to expand. "I'm afraid I'm 3,000 caddies now." Fong Ping was a little emotional. This martial artist was almost training himself into a diamond drill. "Old Zhang, at least 10,000 caddies." Fong Ping suspected that it might be more than 10,000 caddies. He was not even a real golden body now. The golden body was still compressing. Fong Ping was also walking and stopping. Behind him, Li Hansong was panting as he followed, the golden light flickering nonstop. At this moment, Yao Qingjuan's body at the back suddenly cracked, letting out a muffled groan. At this moment, a ray of golden light shot out from the palace in front. In the next moment, Yao Qingjuan's body began to recover. At this moment, Fong Ping's golden body suddenly cracked. A ray of golden light also shot out violently. Seeing this, Li Hansong's gaze flickered. His golden body also collapsed suddenly. Old Wang's body collapsed almost in the same time. Golden light continued to shoot out from the main hall. Imperishable substance. The few of them were overjoyed. It was really a gift. "Thank you, senior, for your help." Fong Ping thanked him loudly and continued to walk a few meters forward. His body collapsed again, and a ray of golden light shot out violently again. Old Wang and the others also took a step forward respectively, and their bodies continued to collapse again and again, and again and again. Earlier, when they walked a few hundred meters, everyone was fine. However, this time when they walked 1 or 2 meters, their faces were flushed red and their bodies collapsed. In the beginning, the golden light still shot out violently. In the end, the golden light seemed to hesitate a little, but it still shot out violently. Fong Ping and the others did not make a sound. After walking for a while, their bodies collapsed once. After walking for a while, their bodies collapsed again. At this moment, Fong Ping was crazy with joy. So rich. Every time the golden light shot out violently, it contained at least 10 yuan or so of imperishable substance. That was 100,000 wealth points, which was not a small amount. In just a short while, he had obtained it more than a dozen times. That was up to 1,000,000 wealth points. Seeing that the imperial path was only about 1,500 meters long, and now he had almost walked 1,000 meters, Fong Ping was thinking if he should slow down a little. Through these few tests, he realized that if there really was a living person inside, he probably wasn't too bad of a person. "Looks like the test still gives me benefits." Fong Ping was secretly happy. He continued to collapse his body and continued to absorb imperishable substance. The more he went, Fong Ping realized that it was getting harder and harder for his body to collapse. This was because of the strength of the golden body transformation. Beside him, Li Hansong had already caught up with Fong Ping. When he saw Fong Ping crawling like a tortoise, Li Hansong's footsteps slowed down, secretly regretting it. "No, I walk faster." It seemed like Fong Ping took a few fewer benefits. This time, Li Hansong also slowed down his footsteps. With every step he took, his golden body collapsed once. Just when they were enjoying themselves, Fong Ping's body collapsed again. He was waiting for the golden light to shoot out violently. After waiting for a long time, there was no movement. Senior, are you still there? This junior's body is collapsing. No reaction. Not only was there no reaction, but the pressure seemed to be stronger. Fong Ping looked helpless, turning his head to look at Li Hansong. Li Hansong saw that Fong Ping did not have the imperishable substance to replenish. After thinking for a while, he carefully cracked his body slightly. In the end, there was no reaction after waiting for a long time. No more? Li Hansong looked at Fong Ping. Was he done cheated by us? That could not be. There was a big lake of imperishable substance, and this was not even close. Fong Ping shook his head, feeling very helpless. It was probably not that there was no more. Either there was a limit to the number of times, or the other party knew what they wanted and did not give it anymore. As he was thinking, a golden light shot out violently, shooting toward Yao Qingjun, who was behind. Yao Qingjun recovered while saying calmly, "My body has really reached its limit. You guys have it. I'm afraid if you crack again, it'll be gone." The few of them looked at each other. He could still judge. Fong Ping was helpless. He could only continue walking forward. This time, he did not crack his body on purpose. 1,100 meters, 1,200 meters. When Fong Ping walked to 1,300 meters, Yao Qingjun stopped at about 800 meters. He sat down cross-legged and began to absorb energy, an imperishable substance, to cultivate. He could not walk anymore. At this time, Yao Qingjun's body was cracking while he cultivated. The healing speed could not keep up with the cracking speed. Old Wang stopped at about 1,000 meters. Like Yao Qingjun, his body was also cracking. Ironhead was still following Fong Ping. His face was flushed, panting heavily. "Fong Ping, can you still walk?" Fong Ping was also panting heavily. Looking at the palace steps in front that could already be seen clearly, he said aloud, "I should be able to." He did not even use his own recovery ability. Now that he had recovered to his peak, he should be able to walk to the end. As he said that, Fong Ping said again, testing the strength of the body, "Don't tell me it's mainly to walk the path of the flesh?" Walking the path of the flesh. I don't know if it's useful for myriad Dao unification. He also roughly understood now. If this was really a test to obtain a cultivation technique, it meant that Xuanda Grotto Heaven was most likely walking the path of the flesh cultivation. There were still some differences between cultivating the flesh and myriad Dao unification. The two were not quite the same. As he thought about it, Fong Ping shouted, "Senior, is there a cultivation technique of myriad Dao unification? One of my teachers walked the path of myriad Dao unification. He once killed a rank 8 as a rank 6, a rank 8 killed a rank 9. He made great contributions in the catacombs and killed countless enemies. Even peerless powerhouses, maybe the true God powerhouses in your eyes, said that my teacher had a bright future. But he walked the path of myriad Dao unification. His vitality kept depleting. He killed the enemy a few times and almost died together with them. If it's possible, I hope that Senior can bestow the cultivation technique of myriad Dao unification." This happened a few times. Fong Ping shouted for a while, but no one answered. Fong Ping was helpless. He did not understand the situation and did not know if there were any living people here. As he walked, he got closer to the palace in front. When he reached this place, he passed by a bridge. The moment he stepped on the bridge, Fong Ping glanced down. Suddenly, his eyes moved. There was a river below. No, it was not a river. Damn it. Fong Ping cursed silently. It was energy fluid. What was flowing below was actually energy fluid. Moreover, it was mixed with a golden glow. How extravagant was this? The river seemed to be flowing. Fong Ping looked toward the end of the river, but he could not see the situation in the distance. Where did the energy fluid flow to? Fong Ping guessed in his heart. He did not know that this river surrounded the entire heavenly palace and penetrated the boundary wall. The energy maintenance of the boundary wall almost all came from this river, and the excess energy seeped down, tumbling down from the boundary wall and into the ground. It kept seeping until it penetrated the seal and flowed into the Forbidden Sea. Outside the boundary, there were countless monsters in the Forbidden Sea tributary. The imperishable matter and energy that they swallowed and spat out all came from here. Fong Ping stood on the bridge and looked for a while. Suddenly he sighed. This energy is enough to help countless martial artists improve. It's a pity that we human martial artists have to kill countless enemies, kill enemies that are 100 times stronger, just for a low-grade energy stone. Senior, if I take some, it won't interfere with the operation of the mystic virtue realm, right? I'll only take some to save human martial artists between life and death. Senior may not understand me, but I dare to swear to God, swear to everyone, that more than 90% of the resources I get have been given to others. Although it's a little too much today, I still want to take some. If Senior doesn't mind, then I'll take some. Fong Ping waited for 3 seconds. There was no reaction. No reaction. That meant it was acquiescence. Fong Ping did not care that much. He really could not hold it in anymore. The river of energy liquid was mixed with imperishable matter. If the conditions allowed it, he wanted to move this river away. A huge bottle appeared in his hand again. Fong Ping used his mentality to control it. He realized that he could use his mentality. This time, he did not hold back. The big bottle fell into the water. Not long after, it was full. Fong Ping lifted a bottle of energy liquid. Another big bottle appeared in his hand. Another bottle, bottle after bottle. In the end, there were no more bottles. Fong Ping simply poured all the energy liquid in the storage space into the storage space. He let the energy liquid flow in the space and continued to take out bottles to fill them. 5 bottles, 10 bottles, although it looked like a river below, endless, as Fong Ping filled it. Fong Ping could clearly feel that the surrounding energy was beginning to weaken. The energy that was almost solidified earlier was now being absorbed by the river. In an instant, the energy became thin. At this time, Li Hansong also rushed over. He was speechless. Was Fong Ping going to empty this place? However, Li Hansong could still see it. He said in a low voice, "Stop pretending. It seems like it's used to maintain the boundary wall. If it's done, the heavenly palace might fall." Fong Ping gave him a look. Nonsense. How could he not know? The point was, could this little bit of energy make the heavenly palace fall? Fong Ping ignored him and continued to fill it. As he filled it, he said, "It won't. I'm taking these to make humans stronger. When humans are stronger, we can defeat the enemy. Only then can we avenge our mystic virtue seniors." Bang! Just as Fong Ping was still filling it, the pressure suddenly moved. In an instant, Fong Ping was pushed forward by a huge distance. He went straight across the bridge. Fong Ping almost fell to the ground. Behind him, the corner of Li Hansong's mouth twitched. Was he being chased away by force? At this time, both of them were completely sure that this pressure was intelligent. It knew everything that happened. Li Hansong did not stay on the bridge. He moved his feet with difficulty, panting. "I don't really understand what this test is for. The strength of the physique with the strength of the seniors, can't you tell at a glance? Why did you have to walk such a long distance?" Fong Ping glanced at him and said, "It should be for us to forge a stronger physique. Didn't you notice? This is the brilliance of the mystic virtue seniors. It's not only a test, but also a gift. Do you think everyone is like you? When we reach the end of the imperial path, the seniors will probably send us into the lake of eternity to forge a stronger physique. A rank 7 might be able to forge a 3rd refinement or even stronger physique. Really? It can't be. But our mentality is limited. Idiot. Is such a small matter a problem to the seniors?" Both of them were still chatting when the pressure moved again. This time, it was not the pressure in front of them that was strong. Instead, it was the pressure behind there, but that was so strong that it could not be any stronger. It shrouded the two of them rapidly. It had an attitude that said if they did not leave, it would crush them to death. Fong Ping and Li Hansong looked at each other. Without saying a word, they moved forward frantically. It seemed like the flattery did not work. If they did not leave now, they would be delaying the proper business. After both of them walked for a while, their physiques began to crack. However, they were not far from the steps of the palace now, about a few dozen meters away. Fong Ping took out a big bottle and threw it to Li Hansong, saying, "Drink some, replenish your energy." Li Hansong did not stand on ceremony. He poured it into his mouth and drank it madly. It made Fong Ping want to kick him to death. With the replenishment of energy mixed with the imperishable substance, the cracked physique began to recover. Actually, Li Hansong could also use the imperishable substance to recover. However, this guy was also smart. Every time he seemed to be on the verge of serious injury, he restrained himself from moving forward, not letting his imperishable substance gush out. He would save as much as he could. After a few minutes of walking and stopping, they reached the steps. Fong Ping stepped on the steps and looked at the incomparably huge palace in front of him. The palace door seemed to be wide open. From afar, it seemed like he saw an incomparably glorious throne. Below the throne, there were many similarly huge thrones. Fong Ping moved up the steps, looking at the incomparably huge throne in front of him. His gaze suddenly changed. Iron Head! What's wrong? Li Hansong could not even stand up. He hugged Fong Ping's leg and moved up. I saw it. There seems to be a gem on the throne. No, a demon core. Fong Ping swallowed and murmured. A demon core with a diameter of 1 meter. Gulp. Li Hansong began to swallow too. Was it true? The size of a demon's body and strength determined the size of a demon core. Even for rank 9 monsters, Fong Ping had seen the size of a demon core. The heart core was about 30 centimeters in diameter. The one from Tianmen Tree was about the same size as the one from the rank 9 monster he brought back last time. The brain core, on the other hand, was slightly smaller, at most 20 centimeters. However, a diameter of 1 meter, Fong Ping suspected that his eyes were playing tricks on him. Was that really a demon core? Heart core or brain core? However, he had seen a lot of demon cores. It felt very similar. Was the gem on the throne a demon core or a real gem? Or was it an energy stone? A diameter of 1 meter. Don't tell me it's not a peak-level demon core. Fong Ping was really shocked. He had never heard of a peak-level demon core. Among the human peak-level humans, the only one he knew was that the subduing king seemed to have killed a peak-level monster from the Forbidden Sea. However, after the battle, it seemed that he did not get the demon core and brain core. When the peak level was on the verge of death, he destroyed everything that he could. In the end, he only got a little outer armor and a wisp of origin energy. This wisp of origin energy was also used by Fong Ping last time. Could it be that a peak-level demon core was used as a decoration for the throne? If he dug it out, could it be used to forge a peak-level weapon? He had never heard of a peak-level powerhouse having their own peak-level weapon. Old Zhang and Li Jin definitely did not have one. Those people in Star Town most likely did not have one. It was hard to say for the subduing king. Fong Ping's gaze swept across the huge throne. From the corner of his eyes, he looked at the slightly smaller thrones on both sides. There seemed to be a crystal color on them too, but they were not facing Fong Ping. Fong Ping could not tell for a moment whether they were decorated with demon cores. While Fong Ping was still reeling from the shock, the pressure erupted again. This time, it was a little more violent. Maybe it was because the dim light in Fong Ping's eyes was too intense. The powerful pressure imprisoned both of them in the next moment. Both of them could not resist at all. This powerful pressure moved the two of them directly into the huge palace. Fong Ping wanted to turn his head to look, but he realized that he could not move at all. He could only see the huge throne in front of him. It was the same for Li Hansong. Both of them could not release their mentality. The pressure moved the two of them to the center of the hall, facing the throne. Then, Fong Ping felt a huge pressure, forcing his body to bend. Is this asking us to kneel? Fong Ping gritted his teeth. They were not given any cultivation methods. Kneel for what? This time, the pressure did not seem to be forcing them. It only pressed them to bend. When it was halfway through, it stopped. At this moment, both of them maintained their bowed posture, unable to straighten up. Fong Ping realized that he could speak now. He said, "Iron Head." Li Hansong responded. He said gloomily, "You want us to kneel? What should we do?" A man's knees are made of gold. Even people like Old Zhang and Old Li, who have been fighting for humanity for many years, have never made anyone kneel. The seniors in Star City have been guarding Mount Royal Sea for hundreds of years, and they have never made anyone kneel. But if we don't kneel, I don't think they're giving us cultivation methods. Li Hansong continued to mumble, I might be the same generation as them, or even higher. In this life, I've never knelt before. Both of them mumbled for a while. Fong Ping suddenly laughed. You won't die if you kneel once. It should be like this during the ancient martial era. You've received a favor from someone, so you should kneel once. We've gotten a bargain, but we're still pretending to be innocent. If the cultivation method is really useful, we can get it just by kneeling once. That's what we've earned. Ironhead, hurry up and kneel. You first. Insincere. Fong Ping scolded. He smiled and said, I sincerely want to kneel before you, senior. I'm just not used to saying these things. Because it's been a long time, these rules have disappeared. I don't mean that I'm unwilling. Senior, please don't misunderstand. As soon as he finished speaking, Fong Ping knelt on the ground with a thud. He said softly, Senior, please teach me the cultivation method. If Fong Ping achieves anything in the future, I will repay you 100-fold. Beside him, Li Hansong also knelt down. The basilica was eerily quiet. There was no sound. There was no movement. Just like that, it lasted for a long time. Fong Ping and Li Hansong did not say a word. They continued to kneel. After an unknown amount of time, there seemed to be the sound of wind in the basilica. Both of them wanted to raise their heads, but they could not. However, both of them had a feeling that something had come to the basilica. They could not sense the presence of any aura. Perhaps it was not human. Perhaps it was too powerful. Both of them could not sense the other's presence at all. Time was still ticking away. Fong Ping and Li Hansong did not say a word. They continued to wait. The pressure here was incomparably strong. It was almost impossible to forcefully obtain the cultivation method. Even if old Zhang was here, it might not be possible. If the other party was unwilling, even if old Zhang was really stronger than the other party, this thing could not be forced. Just as Fong Ping and Li Hansong were still waiting, the pressure suddenly became stronger. Fong Ping's mouth was overflowing with blood. Li Hansong even let out a muffled groan. Blood flowed from all 7 of his orifices. Both of them still did not say a word. At this point, life and death were in the hands of the other party. They could not resist at all. The pressure grew stronger. It was even greater than when they walked on Imperial Path. It was so great that Fong Ping's golden bones were trembling. They were about to be crushed. Creaking sounds came from both of their bodies slowly. This pressure seemed to be crushing them into powder. Blood, minced meat, bone powder. Bit by bit, they were peeled off from both of their bodies. Fong Ping was no longer silent. He smiled and said, Senior, if you think there's still a need for a test, you can use more force. This is not enough. We don't have anything else. Martial artists in the neo-martial era still have this bit of willpower. It's nothing. Li Hansong grinned with his cracked lips and said, Martial artists in the neo-martial era really don't care about this little test. If it's really like this, then Senior should just give the cultivation method to us. Not only us, but anyone who comes will also have a 100% chance of getting the cultivation method. Both of them spoke one after another, their faces calm. This was not even close. Li Hansong almost curled his lips. When he first cultivated, forging his golden body in blazing fire was even more painful than this. Fong Ping did not care. He had been beaten into a skeleton a few times. He would get used to it. As long as he had one breath left, he would be full of vigor. The pressure continued. Fong Ping's newly compressed golden body began to crumble again. His internal organs began to crack. Fong Ping did not care about this. He wanted to look up, but he could not. He could only stare at the floor. As he looked, Fong Ping's heart skipped a beat. There seemed to be a reflection on the snow-white floor. Behind him, there seemed to be a blurry figure. There really was someone. However, the reflection was too blurry. Fong Ping could not see it clearly. He could only see a shadow. After an unknown amount of time, Fong Ping grimaced and said helplessly, Senior, why don't you just crush us until we're on our last breath? If you can't crush us to death, we really don't care. Right now, the situation outside is critical. The 18 Southern Territories' human powerhouses are at war with the Catacombs powerhouses. If I don't go and turn the tide, something might happen. Li Hansong was also panting heavily. Yes, Senior. It's too much of a waste of time. If we don't go and rescue them, something big might happen. Why don't you crush us until we're on our last breath? Then you can give us the cultivation method. At this moment, Fong Ping seemed to see the shadow behind him flutter. After an unknown amount of time, a crystal book suddenly floated out of Fong Ping's body. The crystal book trembled slightly. After a long time, a weak voice was heard. There really is an ancient martial powerhouse alive. Junior Zhang Tao, Sino Nation. Buzz buzz. Fong Ping was stunned. Disconnected? F***CK. This worked too. Old Zhang could actually speak. No, it seemed like he could. Prince Song's mentality avatar could do it back then, right? Why did he disconnect halfway through? Before old Zhang could finish his introduction, Fong Ping immediately added, Old Zhang. No, Minister Zhang is one of our humans' guardian gods. Sino Nation today. Senior, are you someone from the pre-Qin era? We are the descendants of the pre-Qin era. Sino Nation has 14 desperate guardian gods now. Minister Zhang is one of them. Fong Ping spoke for a while, but there was still no sound. At this moment, the crystal book fell into Fong Ping's arms again. After a while, Fong Ping felt his mind go blank for a moment. It was as if someone was talking to him in his mind. Fong Ping was delighted and hurriedly began to memorize. However, after memorizing for a while, Fong Ping was a little dazed. What was it talking about? I don't think I understand it. Beside him, Li Hansong's face was also blank. Someone was talking to him, but he could not understand it either. Even though they could not understand, both of them still memorized it. This was probably the cultivation method. It was made so mysterious that he could not understand it. How could it be explained as clearly as the modern cultivation method? After about a few minutes, the voice disappeared. Fong Ping was just about to ask. In the next moment, Fong Ping's vision suddenly went black. Then, he realized that he was floating away. Senior, I haven't explored the palace. No, I haven't seen its true face. Senior, you're a desperate realm, right? Humans need you. Sino Nation needs you. Come out with me. Senior, Fong Ping had just shouted when he suddenly realized that he could not speak. He was instantly flustered and exasperated. What was the meaning of this? But now that he was flying out, it was obvious that he was chasing him away. Fong Ping was extremely helpless. Was he chasing him away just like that? I've been kneeling until now, and you're giving me a cultivation method that I don't even understand? Aren't you embarrassed? Fong Ping gritted his teeth. He realized that he could still move, so he did not waste time talking. A big bottle appeared in his hand. Suddenly, an incomparably huge suction force came from his body, and the surrounding energy quickly gathered. Fong Ping picked up the bottle and scooped it up. After scooping one bottle, another bottle appeared, and he continued scooping. Behind him, Old Wang and the others had also floated out. When they saw Fong Ping's actions, they were also straightforward. Their bodies suddenly released a suction force, and the surrounding energy rushed into their bodies. Li Hansong and the others were already spewing out energy from their mouths, but they refused to give up. There was a lot of liquefied energy here. Now that the other party was chasing them away, if they did not absorb it, there would be no more chances. Just as they were absorbing wildly, the throwing force suddenly became stronger. They were like lightning, and in the blink of an eye, they were thrown out of sight. Until they were thrown out, in the Sky Palace Basilica, a faintly discernible figure appeared on the basilica's steps. Neo, Marshal, an incomparably dry and hoarse voice came out slowly. The illusory figure suddenly cast his gaze downward. Below, there were many pitch-black pits. Then he looked at the thin energy in the air, and then at the somewhat thin energy in the river. The illusory figure swayed slightly. His gaze turned toward the direction where Fong Ping and the others were thrown out, and he let out a hoarse voice that was unknown whether he was laughing or crying. Chapter 670. Bang! An incomparably loud explosion rang out. Fong Ping and the rest were like water droplets sliding down from the boundary wall. Among them, Fong Ping's impact was the loudest. His golden body was about to explode. Why, Fong Ping rolled down from the boundary wall, feeling a little sad. I'm not doing this for myself. Fong Ping won all of this, isn't it for mankind? Why do you have to treat me like this? But we haven't gone out yet. Fong Ping's heart leaped with joy. Alas, before his joy could end, the boundary wall suddenly wriggled. Fong Ping's head was stuck out all of a sudden, as if someone was forcefully shoving him out. So shameful. Fong Ping felt too ashamed to face anyone. He had already reached the boundary wall. If Chun Yaozu and the others saw this, how embarrassing would he be? At this moment, his head was stuck in the boundary wall, and he was being pushed out by someone. Although he felt ashamed, Fong Ping still thought of something important. Whether it was people or other things in the domain, it seemed that they could not control the outside world. He remembered, last time, when Li Hansong and his companion were thrown out, they also hit the boundary wall and came out on their own. Is there a limit? What restrictions? Are you unable to go out? Or are you unwilling to go out? At this moment, many thoughts arose in Fong Ping's mind. As for the friction between his face and the ground, forget it, who cares about that? If Chun Yaozu and the others saw it, they could just deny it. At most, they could just bribe them with some imperishable substances. As he thought about it, the look in his eyes changed. Up ahead, at the entrance of the walkway, Chun Yaozu and the others blocked the entrance of the plankway, shouting and fighting incessantly. Bang! A loud sound rang out as a figure was sent flying, crashing into the world wall. However, the world wall instantly counterattacked, sending the figure flying again. While he was still in midair, his blood had already splattered all over the platform. Yuan Hill. Fong Ping heard the old woman's shrill cries, which were laced with deep worry. Mother, in the air, the figure spoke in a weak voice. Blood kept spurting out from his mouth as he mumbled, I'm fine. Although he said he was fine, a large amount of blood gushed out of his mouth, mixed with some pieces of his internal organs. There were a total of 6 people from the Chin family here, 2 at level 9, 2 at level 8, and 2 at level 7. This person was one of the rank 7 martial artists. Fong Ping did not pay much attention to him before, but he did not expect him to be the old woman's son. Chun Yaozu, you will die today. As soon as he finished speaking, another rank 7 martial artist flew backward. This time, he crashed directly into Li Hansong, who had just stuck his head out. As for Fong Ping, he was still down there. The rank 7 martial artist collided with Li Hansong. His tailbone was almost broken by Li Hansong's iron-head centipede. Li Hansong almost vomited blood. I just came out, and I was hit. More importantly, it was my butt that hit me. Just as he was about to speak, Fong Ping's mentality moved a little from below. As he climbed out, he shook his head at him. The people at the entrance of the walkway couldn't see them. Until now, Fong Ping was still restraining his aura. Previously, Iron Head did not restrain his aura. At this time, Fong Ping also hurriedly added this fellow. Just now, this fellow had poked his head out, hoping that he had not been sensed. Feng Jiuqing was here. He recognized Feng Jiuqing's voice. This guy was very arrogant at the king's battlefield, but his arm was broken by old Zhang. Seeing that the rank 7 from the Qin family had also seen them and seemed like he wanted to say something, Fong Ping immediately used his mentality to probe and shook his head quickly. This guy doesn't have any chemistry at all. I've already used my mentality to hit you, and you're still shouting. Fong Ping ignored him. When old Wang and Yao Qingjun had also climbed out, he used mentality and said, Feng Jiuqing and the others are here. The few of them did not speak, climbing out quickly. As they walked out, the gap in the boundary wall was quickly mended. At this moment, the few of them walked to the side, avoiding the direction of the entrance of the walkway. Feng Jiuqing and the others were still below. There was no need to care about him. As for Qin Yaozu and the others, the 2 rank 7s were seriously injured. Among the others, only Qin Yaozu's body was covered in golden blood, but he was not dead yet. Fong Ping felt that he would not die so easily. The old man Qin Yaozu stood alone at the front, just inside the walkway. He was fierce enough. Fong Ping really did not see it before. The few of them avoided that direction. The old woman seemed to have sensed something too. She turned her head and glanced at it from the corner of her eyes. As a result, she was stunned for a moment and was almost hit by a giant golden fist below. They were out? No, it was not a problem of coming out. Where was their aura? If she did not feel that something was wrong with these guys just now, she would not even know that they had come out. Although the old woman was somewhat at a loss, this was not the time to greet them. Seeing that they had avoided to the side, she did not say anything. A few rank 7 martial artists. Even if they attacked now, what could they do? In front of her, Chen Yaozu did not have time to look back. He roared continuously, manipulating a divine weapon longsword, constantly fighting with Feng Jiuqing and the others below. Among these 4 rank 9 martial artists, 2 of them had rank 9 divine weapons, and 2 had rank 8 divine weapons. They were stronger than before. In the past, among these people, only Feng Jiuqing had a rank 9 divine weapon. The others did not even have a divine weapon. At this moment, Chen Yaozu was very pessimistic and helpless. Previously, he thought that when his strength recovered, he would suddenly explode under the cover of his hidden strength. At worst, he would perish together with Feng Jiuqing. However, who knew that the other god general actually had a rank 9 divine weapon? In this case, he could not die. At least not now. Otherwise, Shao Qi would not be a match for 3 rank 9s, especially when one of them even had a rank 9 divine weapon. Shao Qi only had a rank 8 divine weapon. This unforeseen event disrupted Chen Yaozu's plan. What should we do? At the back, a few people retreated to the side. Li Hansong asked through mentality voice transmission. Fong Ping, on the other hand, sensed for a while and said, "For rank 9s, too many. There's no other way. We can only use old Zhang's crystal book. This place is good, right inside the plank road. As long as we hit them on both sides, they are finished. But if we use the crystal book, old Zhang's strength will be damaged." Unless it was absolutely necessary, Fong Ping did not really want to use this. This was old Zhang's mentality clone. If he used it, it was equivalent to permanently cutting off a part of old Zhang's mentality. The other 3 people frowned too. Sometimes the damage to the ultimate combat strength was more important than killing a rank 9. Old Zhang's strength was strong, but after all, his foundation was not strong enough. He had only broken through a few years ago. Once he used it, Li Hansong said through voice transmission, "Then I'll do it. I'll drag them along and fall into the space rift. Forget it. Once you go out, you'll be sent flying. You won't have the chance to drag them." Fong Ping ignored him. After pondering for a moment, he said, "Why don't we be logistics? Let the seniors of the Chun family fight with the imperishable substance. With the imperishable substance, their strength will be much stronger. We can't recover the imperishable substance here. Feng Jiuqing and the rest have expended a lot too. If this goes on, they will also be exhausted to death. Can't they run? That depends on their acting skills." Fong Ping sighed with mentality. These few honest people from the Chen family did not know how to act. If old Wu and the rest were here, Fong Ping felt that it would not be a problem to trick Feng Jiuqing and the rest to death. However, Chen Yaozu looked so honest. Would he know how to act? Would he pretend to be seriously injured, dying, and about to die? When fishing, one had to hide the hook. If one did not act well and revealed a flaw, that would not do. When martial artists fought, it often depended on who could act better. If Chen Yaozu's acting skills were up to par, he could lure Feng Jiuqing and the rest to the point of wanting to die. He would not stop until he killed them, exhausting his energy and his imperishable substance. When that time came, Fong Ping and Li Hansong could still go out and fight with the rank 9. Both of their golden bodies were not weak. Fong Ping had improved a lot before this. Li Hansong was even more impressive. He had the divine armor. Once these people exhausted themselves, they might not be able to kill him. When that time came, he could bring a few people and run toward the rift. Maybe Li Hansong could really kill the rank 9. In this way, they could save the crystal book. Acting skills, a few of them looked at the few Chen family members at the plankway entrance, looking worried. It might not happen. If these few honest people were not good at acting, they might not be able to keep Feng Jiuqing. Old Wang thought for a while and said, "Let's try. If it really doesn't work, then we have to keep these people. If we use it, so be it. Killing 4 rank 9s and King Feng's son, the minister won't think it's not worth it." Paragons could not attack. Mentality avatars were not easy to come by. If a paragon was willing to do this every day, the catacombs could bring rank 9s for you to kill every day. If a paragon was willing to do this every day, the catacombs could bring rank 9s for you to kill every day. If you had the ability, cut 8 or 10 times. When that time came, it would be the paragon who died. Using 10 or 20 rank 9s lives in exchange for a chance to kill a paragon, the catacombs' true king would probably laugh like crazy. An outland in exchange for a paragon. Before the outland was completely destroyed, the human paragons would all be dead. Let's try it then? Fang Ping had no other choice. He could only rely on Chun Yaozu's acting skills now. In the next moment, Fang Ping's mentality probed toward Chun Yaoding. Chun Yaoding was in the midst of killing. Feeling the touch of mentality behind him, he did not speak, continuing to maintain the state of killing. However, in the next second, Chun Yaozu had some fluctuations. "Senior, do you know how to act?" Fang Ping's voice rang in his ears. Chun Yaozu almost made a mistake. What was going on? Acting? I just picked up thousands of imperishable substances from the Xuanda Grotto heaven. You can always use the imperishable substances to fight. I can wait for you to use them up and help you replenish them to kill Feng Jiuqing and the rest. But if you perform too well, they might retreat. That's why I need your cooperation. Pretend to be in a life and death struggle. Using the imperishable substances will also be at the end of their rope. They'll exhaust their mentality and imperishable substances. Fang Ping described his plan to them. As long as Chun Yaozu could fight them until both sides were powerless, then it would be like when he was in Tianan. He, Fang Ping, could appear and be the savior for once. Killing the enemy required strategy as well. Although Chun Yaozu was a little surprised that he had picked up imperishable substances again. Why did he say again? Chun Yaozu did not think too deeply about it. It was still surprising that he could get imperishable substances for free. Also, these few brats did not die, and they actually came out from inside. Acting, right? In the next moment, Chun Yaozu suddenly let out a roar, saying mournfully, "Even if I die today, I'll bring you all along with me." As soon as he finished speaking, the golden light on his body shone brightly. The long sword in front of him burst into a brilliant golden glow. Feng Jiuqing was not shocked. Instead, he was delighted. He laughed loudly and said, "Everyone kill." Chun Yaozu was at the end of his rope. He had actually started to use the imperishable substances to fight. He was at the end of his rope. Little 7, fight. Unleash the destructive force. When the old woman heard that, a ruthless look appeared on her face. She did not hear Fang Ping's voice transmission, but since the second patriarch said to fight, then she would fight. In the next moment, the old woman also unleashed a powerful destructive force. Both of them were no longer guarding the plank road entrance. Instead, they killed all the way down. Durong, Deming, unleash the destructive force. Chun Yaozu roared again. The 2 rank 8 powerhouses also unleashed the destructive force without saying a word. The 4 powerhouses unleashed the imperishable substances to fight. Their strength suddenly increased by a notch, killing Feng Jiuqing and the others until they kept retreating. Seeing this scene, Fang Ping felt a little emotional. Chun Yaozu believed in him quite a lot. This was the charm of a person. Chun Yaozu was not afraid that he was fooling him. If he did not have the replenishment of the imperishable substances, he would really be done for if they continued fighting like this. He did not care about the other side anymore. Both sides could not decide the winner for now. If they were to fight a battle of attrition, it would not be something that could be done in a short while. Fang Ping took a look at his own panel wealth. 172 million points vitality, 20,000 calories, 21,200 calories mentality, 1,800 hertz, 2,320 hertz, destructive force. Bones honed. 177 bones, 100%, 29 bones, 90% storage space, 1,000 cubic meters plus energy shield, 1 point slash minute, plus 3 1,000 point slash minute, or a simulation, 10 point slash minute, plus 10%. My wealth is less than 10 million compared to when I came in, Fong Ping lamented in his heart, but he did not care. Previously, he gave Chen Yaozu and the others a lot of imperishable substances. He also concealed his aura and simulated it, so the loss was not small. Disregarding everything else, just the upper limit of his vitality had increased by more than 3,000 calories, and his mentality had increased by more than 100 hertz. Fong Ping felt that even if he did not gain anything this time, he would still have profited. He had only forged his golden body for a while, and he had not even reached the standard of first forging, but his vitality had increased by more than 3,000 calories. It was too scary. It would be difficult for him to cultivate on his own without a month or two. Sure enough, only by taking risks could he quickly increase his strength. This time it seemed easy, but the danger was definitely beyond imagination. A place where a paragon had fallen before. How could it be so simple? There are a lot of good stuff. Endless energy liquids, endless soil, a few giant metal pillars, crystal divine weapons, a few thousand caddies of energy stones. Plus, I've plagiarized the library, and there's also a cultivation method that might be a mentality cultivation method. I really profited a lot this time. How long had it been? The sky had just brightened. When he arrived, it was almost daybreak. Overnight, he had gained a lot. Fong Ping did not waste any time. He condensed a few large lumps of imperishable substances and threw them to Old Wang and the others, sending a voice transmission. Recovered to peak condition. These guys had just walked on the Imperial Path, so they had expended a lot of energy. Not to mention that Li Hansong was almost crushed by someone earlier. As for him, he had the system to recover. So what was there to be afraid of? They did not waste any time either. They took the imperishable substance lumps and quickly absorbed and digested them. Fong Ping did not care about them. He glanced at the two Qin family rank 7s who were still in a daze and sighed. There were so many honest people in the Qin family. What are you two looking at? You're already so old. Why are you still so silly and adorable? Fong Ping also threw a small lump of imperishable substance over, sending a voice transmission. Seniors, don't participate in the battle anymore. Recover from your injuries. As he said that, he sent another voice transmission to Chen Yaozu, who was in the distance. Seniors were almost exhausted. Let the seniors be sent flying back. Oh right, seniors, don't be sent flying back together. One by one. Fong Ping sighed at their honesty again. Look at them. Back then, for the sake of mixing imperishable substances, they were sent flying with just 1, 2, 3 hits. These few had expended a lot of energy, yet they could not even fly back. This was a human powerhouse. Chen Yaozu did not speak. He did not fly back either. If he was acting, then he had to act real, unless he was really crippled, otherwise he would not fly back. Not only did he not fly back, but the current Chen Yaozu's eyes were bloodshot. He no longer controlled the divine weapon. Instead, he held the divine weapon in his hand and charged downwards like a mad demon, engaging in close combat with the few rank 9s directly. This also meant that he would fight to the death. Close combat had always been a sign of a battle to the death. When high-ranked powerhouses started close combat, they were really fighting with their lives on the line. Fong Ping's mentality took a look, and even he was a little scared. Chen Yaozu fought like a mad demon. There were a few times when he was almost beaten out of the plankway by Feng Jiuqing and the rest. Once he was beaten, it would be a dead end. However, Feng Jiuqing and the rest were somewhat cautious. It was obvious that Chen Yaozu was going to fight with his life. At this moment, the few of them were thinking more about dragging him to death. There was no need to take the risk and go crazy with them. Even if they killed Chen Yaozu that way, they could have spared their lives. It was not worth it to exchange their lives now. Chen Yaozu was crazy, and so was the old woman. The two rank 9s were fighting at the forefront now, killing Feng Jiuqing and the rest until they retreated. When they retreated, the two of them retreated again. Feng Jiuqing and the rest hurriedly followed, continuing to fight, wanting to continue exhausting the two of them. While fighting, Feng Jiuqing goaded him. Chen Yaozu, you also know that you will die without a doubt. Do you want to die a little faster? Have you forgotten that your son died in my hands back then? It was clean and painless. Chen Yaozu was not angry. He said coldly, your big brother died in my hands too. Clean and simple. That useless thing. If he died, then he died. If he didn't die, I wouldn't be who I am today. Chen Yaozu, do you think I will care? Don't force me. If you push me too far, when I self-detonate, all of you will be buried with me. Huh? Feng Jiuqing did not think much of it. A rank 9 self-detonation was very powerful, but they had 4 rank 9s and 3 rank 8s. They could still block the aftershock if they joined forces. At most, they would be heavily injured. As long as they did not fall into those space rifts and Chen Yaozu self-detonated, the Chen family would probably not survive. Would he dare? If he could not kill them and let all of his people die instead, Feng Jiuqing did not care about his threat at all. In the midst of the few of them fighting, the old woman suddenly roared and slashed with her saber. She did not dodge or evade, forcefully taking on a rank 9 sword, but with one slash, a rank 8 powerhouse was slashed out of the plankway. Ah! A shrill howl was heard. The rank 8 powerhouse struggled to return to the plankway, but the old woman paid the price of taking a rank 9 powerhouse's attack head-on and attacked him. There was no way he could survive. Without a sound, several black rifts slashed across the other party's torso. The head disappeared instantly. Immediately after, the lower half of the body disappeared. The shrill howl continued, but in the blink of an eye, the howl disappeared. On both sides of the plankway, black rifts flashed frequently. Each time they flashed, some torso was taken away. Not long after, this rank 8 golden body powerhouse disappeared without a trace, as if she had never appeared in this world. Feng Jiuqing and the others did not look too good, but they did not care too much. Using a rank 8 martial artist's life in exchange for a sword that seriously injured the old woman, it was worth it. The few rank 9 powerhouses did not retreat, but advanced instead, their attacks becoming more and more ferocious. The old woman had already taken a blow, and now she was an arrow at the end of its flight. In the blink of an eye, she was sent flying. On the platform, the old woman flew backward. Fang Ping did not waste any time, immediately taking out a large mass of imperishable substance. The old woman was stunned for a moment. Fang Ping said quickly, Senior, when you're acting, you must act more realistically. If you continue to get injured, don't let them know that you have recovered. Then kill the remaining 2 rank 8s. I know the habits of these catacombs fellows. If you are injured in exchange for a rank 8's life, they think it's worth it. They won't let the rank 8 retreat. They would be injured a few more times, to the point where they were on the verge of death. Then, they would consume their immortal substance and mental energy when the time comes. Just leave it to us. We guarantee that we'll kill them. The old woman didn't say anything. She quickly picked up the imperishable substance and began to recover. Fang Ping was still nagging, don't heal your physical injuries. At most, you'll be turned into a skeleton. You won't die. Recovering the bones and internal organs would make the process more realistic. If Senior can endure it, then try not to recover the internal organs. The imperishable substance would be stored in the bones. It would be best if he was in the skull. That way it would be difficult for them to detect any abnormalities. At rank 9, even if their internal organs are shattered, they won't die so easily. If they can't die, then I can continue to save you, Senior. The old woman was a bit sluggish. We're fighting. This brat actually taught me how to act. Senior, don't just stand there. Second Patriarch can't hold on any longer. The old woman came to her senses immediately. Just as Fang Ping said, she did not heal her physical injuries. She remained in the bloody mess from earlier and quickly charged toward the plankway. After a while, the 2 rank 8s were sent flying, heavily injured. Fang Ping continued to instruct while rescuing them. He felt a little helpless. The Qin family was quite stupid. If he didn't teach old Wang and the rest, once the imperishable substance was used, they knew what to do. Old Wu, Old Man Li, and the rest were almost the same. Old Zhang, that shameless one, was probably better at acting than Fong Ping. These people from the Qin family had lived for so long, yet they still wanted a young man like him to teach them how to act. They had no talent at all. We should really set up an acting training course for all high-rank powerhouses. Old Zhang can be the main lecturer, and I can be the assistant. Fong Ping sighed, and even specially sent a voice transmission to Old Wang and the rest. Their faces were filled with black lines. How did MCMU teach such a thing? Li Hansong, on the other hand, deeply agreed. It made sense. Fong Ping still had some skills. He could act, he could dig holes, he could bluff, he could earn money. He was now looking up to Fong Ping. Needless to say, he had learned a lot. The whole digging course back then had taught many people. As for acting, he could do it now. As for bluffing and earning money, Li Hansong pondered for a moment. He was still lacking a little. When the day came when he could bluff Old Wang and the rest into believing that he was stronger than them, then it would be enough. Fong Ping's strength was actually just SOSO, but Old Wang and the rest all believed that Fong Ping was stronger than them. This was very wrong. It was obvious that Fong Ping had subtly influenced their judgment. P.S. Happy New Year, everyone. Also, Lovable Feathers A Bite of Hogwarts will be available at 12 tonight. I hope my brothers can support the First Order. Lovable Feather has helped Old Eagle a lot. I, Old Eagle, am very stingy. I can't bear to tip. That? Brothers, please donate a little. I'll write more free words in each chapter in the future. Let Old Eagle lose face, please. Chapter 671. I can give my speech now. I'm excited. It's past 12 o'clock. In 2018, the first half of the year was painful, and the second half was happy. On the 2nd of January, at the beginning of the 18th year, his source of income was blocked. He was so upset that he wanted to cry and break down. He didn't even have the mood to celebrate the new year. Tossing and turning, it didn't take long for Kai Yuan to finish his revision. He had originally planned to write 10 million words. Gao Wu released a letter on June 4th, after which the source of revenue was completed in May. When he was posting the book, he was restless and couldn't sleep. However, happiness came so quickly. On July 13th, Gao Wu went on sale with 5,500 initial orders, a result that far exceeded Old Eagle's expectations. On August 30th, the Silver Alliance crowdfunded by readers gave Old Eagle a huge surprise. Since September, Gao Wu had been at the top of the best-selling list. In October, it officially topped the best-selling list, and no one could shake it. Similarly, they completed the miracle of the 100 Alliance hegemony in October. In November, Gao Wu became the first Golden Sect Master. At the same time, he also took first place in the monthly votes, creating a new glory. He had thought that this was the limit of his glory, but who would have thought that in December, even greater glory would come? In the Golden Keyboard event, Gao Wu took first place with a lead of more than 1 million votes and won the Golden Keyboard. In the annual monthly votes ranking, Gao Wu used 5.5 months' time to obtain the 10th place in the monthly votes ranking. Similarly, in December, Gao Wu's average subscription exceeded 30,000, far exceeding expectations. There had been too many brilliant moments. Old Eagle, who had sent a book in January, hadn't expected it, and Old Eagle, who had sent a book in June, hadn't expected it. Even now, he still hadn't woken up. In less than 6 months, he had achieved such results. 18 years of sorrow and happiness. But the happiness far surpassed the sadness. All of this was the glory, the achievements, and the glory that his brothers and sisters had given him. Without everyone's support, Otaku Eagle could only look at the gods and drool. Subscribe, recommend, tip, vote, send red packets for monthly votes by booster cards. I've spent a lot of money, but there are no benefits. It's impossible for me to refund Old Eagle's money, so I can only share this honor with everyone. This is the honor of all the brothers and sisters who support Old Eagle. This is the honor you've all fought for Old Eagle. 18 years had passed, and Old Eagle could only give his blessings to his brothers and sisters. He wished everyone a happy life, a healthy body, a happy marriage, a smooth career, and a steady stream of money. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for your support and companionship. In 2019, Old Eagle continued forward. In 2019, Gao Wu continued moving forward. Originally, I wanted to make a thank you list, but after thinking about it, there are hundreds of thousands of brothers and sisters supporting me. Forget it, I can write a new book. Everyone, don't blame me. Let's not talk about refunds. I will always be thinking of you. Please remember the domain name of this book. Jiutian, Shenhuang Mobile Version. Chapter 672. The battle was still going on at the plankway entrance. At the edge of the platform, Fong Ping rummaged through the storage space for a while and found a set of armor that looked more luxurious. Soon, Fong Ping put on the armor. Li Hansong and the rest looked at him, slightly surprised. Was there a need to pretend now? Fong Ping put on the armor and said telepathically, "Do you think Feng Jiuqing will be dumbfounded if Feng Miesheng suddenly runs out later?" Huh? They were stunned. This guy wanted to impersonate Feng Miesheng? Li Hansong said suddenly, "Simulate Feng Miesheng's aura. I'm only a rank 7. Even if Feng Jiuqing suspects me, he won't care too much. He won't kill me without seeing it clearly. When I get close to him, drag him into the space rift." Li Hansong's reaction was quick. It was extremely inappropriate for him to impersonate Feng Miesheng, even at this time and place. However, Feng Miesheng was Feng Jiuqing's nephew and the most outstanding descendant of the Maple King. After Feng Qing's death, Feng Miesheng would be the leader of the third generation and had the potential to fight for the throne. At this time, even if Feng Jiuqing suspected him, he would not kill him without saying a word. As long as he got close, he would have a chance to drag the other party into the space rift outside the plankway. "Don't! Ironhead, can you lend me your armor?" Fong Ping said telepathically, "I'm more familiar with Feng Miesheng. If you can lend me your armor, I'll be more confident in killing him." "Sure, but no buts." Fong Ping interrupted. "Hurry up. If this goes on, Feng Jiuqing will be suspicious." The Chun family's old lady had already killed 2 rank 8 martial artists and was almost a skeleton, but her combat strength was still strong. If this went on, Feng Jiuqing was not an idiot. How could he not have any doubts? Not only the Chun family's old lady, but Chun Yaozu was also crazy, fighting with his destructive force. Logically speaking, he should be completely exhausted after years of exhaustion. However, Chun Yaozu was still fighting with his destructive force. It would not be long before Feng Jiuqing and the rest found out about their situation. Li Han took a deep breath and quickly said, "After lending it to you, you can't go too far away from me. Otherwise, I won't be able to use my own strength to repair the armor. If you stay in the spatial crack for too long, it will cut into your body." "Understood." Beside him, Wang Jinyang said in a deep voice, "Don't take the risk. It's fine even if you really use the division chief's spiritual energy avatar. There's no need to risk your life right now. You know what I mean?" "Don't worry, I won't." Of course, Fong Ping knew. He and Li Hansong seemed to have inherited the cultivation method now, but they had not passed it on yet. If he died here, then this trip to the domain would be in vain. Fong Ping put on Li Hansong's armor while putting on the catacombs armor on the outside. He said telepathically, "If it's impossible, I won't take the risk. The few of you, remember to pull me back at the crucial moment. I think the space rift seems to be attracting me. Don't let me fall in." "I know." After the discussion was settled, Fong Ping began to wait. Actually, at this time, it would be best if he could appear below the plankway. If he really appeared there, then things would be much easier. If he shouted, "Uncle Wang, Patriarch Wang asked me to help you," Fong Ping suspected that Feng Jiuqing might really take it seriously. However, he could not get down now. To get down from the platform, he had to walk the plankway. There was no way he could go through it now. The other places also had restrictions. It was too dangerous. After about 5 or 6 minutes, Fong Ping signaled Old Wang and the rest to step back. Then, he looked at a Chun family rank 7 beside him and said telepathically, "Senior, when you chase after me later, punch me to the side of Feng Jiuqing and the rest." The Chun family rank 7 was stunned for a moment. Then he said worriedly, "This is too dangerous. Moreover, Second Patriarch and the rest are in front. If they lose control and attack you, At this moment, everyone knew Fong Ping's plan. However, Chen Yaozu and the rest were in front. If they casually gave Fong Ping a blow and blasted him out of the plankway, then they would be in big trouble. It's okay. I've already talked to Second Patriarch and the rest. Later, when they are attacked, they will make a small opening. Seize that moment. Senior, just shout. He came from the bounded zone and confused Feng Jiuqing and the rest for a moment. But, no buts. Senior, once Feng Jiuqing is killed, the rest are no match for Second Patriarch and the rest. You can kill them by force. The Chen family rank 7 looked conflicted. Then, he gritted his teeth and nodded. Although they were not familiar with Fong Ping, at this moment, they admired him very much. He was a ruthless person and a little sinister. After the discussion, Chen Yaozu and the rest in front also attacked wildly. On the plankway, 6 rank 9 martial artists were fighting in close quarters. It was extremely dangerous. Often, they would stick to the edge of the plankway, making Fong Ping and the rest nervous. At this moment, Chen Yaozu and the old woman unleashed their powers at the same time, killing the last rank 8 powerhouse by force. However, both of them were also hit by Feng Jiuqing and the rest. Blood spurted from all over their bodies, and they took a huge step back, making a small opening in the middle. At the same time, the Chen family rank 7 roared, throwing a punch at Fong Ping. Fong Ping's aura was unleashed. He was hit by the punch, flying 30 meters in the air above the Chen family people. Behind him, the Chen family rank 7 shouted hurriedly. He came out from the bounded zone. Kill him! Uncle Wang! Save me! Fong Ping also let out a low cry. At his level, imitating someone else's voice was extremely easy. Martial artists would never determine each other's identity through voice or body shape. Extermination. Feng Jiuqing was indeed stunned for a moment. At this moment, Feng Jiuqing was almost stunned. How could Feng extermination come out from the bounded zone? There are entrances in other places, Fong Ping added quickly. Chen Yaozu, on the other hand, let out a roar and slashed at Fong Ping. Fong Ping felt the powerful vitality force, cursing in his heart. Chen Yaozu must be addicted to acting. Are you trying to kill me? Seeing Chen Yaozu's attack, Feng Jiuqing also acted quickly, slashing at Chen Yaozu, shouting, "Come here." Although he was shouting, when he saw Feng extermination falling toward him, Feng Jiuqing still took a step back. Why did extermination appear here? Was there an entrance in other places? They had been searching for decades, yet they could not find an entrance in other places. Also, why was extermination here alone? Why did his father let extermination come here alone? All kinds of thoughts flashed across Feng Jiuqing's mind. In the next moment, Feng Jiuqing seemed to have thought of something. He suddenly roared, "Retreat! Your Highness!" The few rank 9 martial artists around him did not have these thoughts. Seeing Fong Ping's landing, 2 rank 9 martial artists reached out to catch him. "Retreat!" Feng Jiuqing roared again. Something was wrong. Something was wrong. He remembered there seemed to be someone who could disguise his aura. Who? Who? Fong Ping. Fong Ping had disguised himself in the King battleground. Feng extermination had said it once. Ji Yao had said it too. But no one believed him at that time. Although they did not believe it, they did not forget it. Fong Ping. Feng Jiuqing did not know if the person in front of him was Fong Ping. The other party was wearing a helmet, so he could not see clearly. However, he felt that Feng extermination should not be here. Regardless of whether it was or not, the best thing to do now was to retreat. As for whether a rank 7 martial artist like Fong Ping could hurt rank 9s like them, although he was confident, who knew if that B** starred had some trump card. He retreated, but it was too late to catch the 2 rank 9s. When Feng Jiuqing shouted retreat, Fong Ping had already fallen into their hands. As soon as he landed, Fong Ping and the 2 martial artists' bodies were stuck together. Watching Feng Jiuqing retreat, a hint of regret flashed across Fong Ping's eyes, but he did not delay. The golden HUD appeared instantly, covering himself and the 2 rank 9s. The hut moved, appearing outside the plank road in the blink of an eye. Everything happened in the blink of an eye. In the hut, Fong Ping's face turned pale. The golden hut, which was not damaged even by a rank 8 self-destruction, disappeared in an instant. The power of the space rift was beyond imagination. In an instant, it cut off a part of the golden hut made of imperishable substances. Fong Ping put away the hut hurriedly. In the next moment, the three of them appeared in the void outside the plank road. Creak! An ear-piercing sound rang out. Fong Ping felt like he had been hit by a rank 9 monster head-on. His internal organs were about to be crushed. The armor on the outside was also an armor worn by a rank 6 powerhouse. Its quality was no worse than A-class alloy. However, there was no resistance at all. It was cut into pieces directly. Inside, a crack appeared on Li Hansong's divine armor. Above the platform, Li Hansong's face was pale. Vitality force, golden body force, and even vitality were surging out of his body, repairing the armor through the air. Beside Fong Ping, the 2 rank 9s also landed outside the plank road in the blink of an eye. Fong Ping was cut, and so were the 2 of them. One of them lost his left arm in an instant. Damn it! The other person roared, trying to run toward the plank road with all his might. Fong Ping did not care about them. He ran toward the plank road with all his might. If he did not run, he would be cut into pieces. Chun Yaozu and the old woman also unleashed their full strength. One of them attacked Feng Jiuqing and the rest, while the other attacked the 2 rank 9s who had been thrown out of the plank road. Fong Ping did not care. He kept vomiting blood, flying toward the plank road. Behind him, a long spear appeared in Yao Qingjuan's hand. In the next moment, it turned into a long rope, wrapping around Fong Ping and pulling him up with all their might. Yao Qingjuan's face was pale. Cracks cut on the long rope, making an ear-piercing sound. His long spear was also of an extremely high level. However, at this moment, it was being worn down by the cracks. Come back! Even Li Hansong, who was repairing his armor, grabbed the end of the long rope. With a roar, the 3 of them pulled Fong Ping and flew toward the plank road. Ah! Wrapped in armor, Fong Ping, who was pulled by the long rope, let out a roar too. With a leap, he landed on the plank road in the blink of an eye. At this moment, the divine armor on his body had already cracked into countless cracks. Behind him, Li Hansong's hair had turned snow white. At this moment, he was weak, his face full of fear. It was too terrifying. In the blink of an eye, not only had he exhausted all his energy, but he had also exhausted a large amount of vitality. Even so, the divine armor was almost cut into pieces. This was even with Yao Qingjuan's help. Otherwise, Fong Ping might not even be able to return. Wang Jinyang could not help but curse. Motherf asterisk cur. Why did he have to take the risk? The few of them had underestimated the pulling force of the cracks. If Yao Qingjun had not quickly turned his spear into a rope to pull Fong Ping might not have been able to return to the plank road. Fong Ping had a lingering fear, but he could not care so much. He roared, "Don't let them escape. Kill them." The 2 rank 9s who had fallen into the void were now blasted more than 10 meters away by Chun Yaozu through the air. Fong Ping was only 1 to 2 meters away, but he almost did not make it back. Although they were stronger than Fong Ping, at this moment, their faces were filled with despair and indignation. They did not have divine armor. In just a short while, both of their golden bodies were almost cut into pieces. One of the rank 9s had his head chopped off in half. "No! Your Highness Jiuqing, save me!" Both of them roared in despair. They kept unleashing extremely powerful energy, trying to run toward the plank road. However, the more they struggled, the more cracks appeared in the void. In the blink of an eye, their bodies were surrounded by black cracks. All of this happened too quickly. Feng Jiuqing, who had retreated a few steps, was still fearful. With a slash of his saber, he pushed back the crazed Chun family's old lady and roared, "Fong Ping!" The resentment in his voice was chilling. 2 divine generals had been tricked just like that. If he had not sensed that something was wrong and retreated hurriedly, he would have followed in their footsteps. Feng Jiuqing, long time no see. Fong Ping retreated a few steps behind Qin Yaozu. The armor disappeared from his body, revealing his true appearance. He smiled. "Uncle Wang, why didn't you save me just now? Damn it, I'm going to grind your bones into ashes." Feng Jiuqing saw Fang Ping's true appearance and roared with resentment. It was really him. It was really him. Fang Ping saw him charging toward him in a frenzy. He retreated again and laughed. "King Feng and I are really fated. I killed Feng Qing and many of Feng Qing's subordinates. In the end, I even tricked Feng extermination once. Now I've killed 2 rank 9 powerhouses. TSK. As a rank 7, I've actually done this. Even I'm surprised." "Feng Jiuqing, are you surprised? Are you happy?" Fang Ping spoke very quickly. As he spoke, a huge ball of golden light appeared instantly and surged into the bodies of the Qin family, Yao Qingjun, Li Hansong, and the rest. "Kill them," Fang Ping said and roared. The Changdao in his hand flashed. Golden light flashed, and he slashed at them. Chen Yaozu and the old lady did not need him to say anything. At this moment, they did not care about the 2 rank 9s who were about to be cut into pieces. Holding their divine weapons, they charged toward Feng Jiuqing swiftly. At this time, Feng Jiuqing's side was only left with 2 rank 9s and 1 rank 8 martial artist. When Feng Jiuqing saw the 2 coming, the golden light on his body was dazzling. He was so angry that his eyes were about to pop. He roared, "Retreat!" They were done for today. These people had stored so much imperishable substance. He and the other 2 had fought until now and consumed a lot of it. He thought that Chen Yaozu and the rest would be exhausted soon. He did not expect them to recover to their peak in the blink of an eye. Most importantly, the 2 god generals were dead. Yes, in just a short while, the 2 god generals who had fallen into the void let out an extremely desperate, shrill cry at the same time. The densely packed black fissures almost enveloped the 2 of them. In the blink of an eye, the 2 of them disappeared without a trace. "Retreat!" Feng Jiuqing roared. The remaining god general and the rank 8 golden body powerhouse were also terrified. The tide of the battle had turned too fast. "Don't even think of leaving." Chen Yaozu was so ecstatic that he was about to explode. He did not expect Fang Ping to be able to kill 2 rank 9s. He really did not expect it. The moment Fang Ping fell into the void, he thought that Fang Ping had gone mad and wanted to die with them. He did not expect that the armor on Fang Ping could actually withstand the slashes of the space fissures. After all, these were fissures that could even cut a rank 9s into pieces. Among the rank 9 powerhouses, other than the Paragon, probably only people at Nan Yunyua's level could escape by luck from dozens of fissures, and even suffer serious injuries. But Fang Ping blocked it. Not only the armor, that rope in that moment just now. Everyone had actually thought of many things, but this was not the time to pursue these questions. Li Hansong's armor, Yao Qingjuan's long spear turned into a rope, Fang Ping's golden house, including the instant change of aura. It could be said that there were too many secrets. However, this was not the time to be puzzled about these things. Fang Ping had trapped and killed 2 rank 9s. Since the situation had reached this point, Feng Jiuqing and the others must not be allowed to escape. "Kill!" Chen Yaozu unleashed his full strength. The golden vitality all over his body rushed to the sky. The divine weapon turned completely golden, and a giant golden dragon even appeared under his feet. Walking on the dragon, Fang Ping was dumbfounded. What was this? A materialized object? No, it did not seem like a materialized object. It was more like a materialized object mixed with something, and it had a certain relationship with a materialized object. However, Fang Ping was sure that it was not a pure mentality materialized object. Is it the origin Dao? Fang Ping was not too sure, but now was not the time to be puzzled. He shouted, "Don't let them escape." Feng Jiuqing was about to escape. Right now, Feng Jiuqing did not care about the others at all. While resisting Chen Yaozu, he quickly retreated to the bottom of the plankway. The Qin family's old lady also unleashed her full strength, entangling the other rank 9. Even when both of them fought to the edge of the plankway, the old lady did not retreat, determined to make this person stay. The other two Qin family rank 8s also fought with the remaining rank 8. These people were entangled together. At this moment, the energy explosion on the not-so-wide plankway, even the crystal plankway, seemed to be on the verge of collapsing. Fong Ping stood at the back. At this moment, Old Wang and the others also came over. Seeing this scene, they felt a lingering fear in their hearts. Should they still intervene at this time? If they were not careful, they would be thrown off the plankway. Li Hansong repaired his armor while frowning, saying, "If this goes on, Feng Jiuqing might escape." Although Qin Yaozu unleashed his full strength, his combat strength was strong, but Feng Jiuqing was not a weakling. Even if he had expended a lot of energy earlier, he was determined to escape now. In addition, there was still a rank 9 and a rank 8 existence. If this went on, he might really escape. Fong Ping nodded slightly, then said quickly, "Iron Head, both of us will go and help. Kill that rank 8 first. Old Wang, you, and Old Yao attack from a distance. Old Yao will tear his mentality apart. After killing this rank 8, Feng Jiuqing will think of another way." Okay. As soon as he finished speaking, Fong Ping and Li Hansong's golden light shone brightly, dashing down quickly. The two Qin family rank 8s who were fighting with the rank 8 powerhouse roared, "Retreat! Danger!" Although they had the absolute upper hand with 2 against 1, this place was too dangerous. 2 rank 7 martial artists were only rank 7. If they were struck off the plankway, it's okay. I've killed rank 8s before. Li Hansong's slightly broken armor also appeared on his body, indicating that he would not die. Both of them did not say much, dashing toward each other quickly. The 4 of them joined forces and suppressed the rank 8 martial artist in no time. "You want me to die? It's not that easy." This person's eyes flashed fiercely, looking at Fong Ping first. The destructive force on his body also erupted with all his might. Even if he died, he would kill this ***starred. "Why are you glaring at me?" Fong Ping did not care at all. As soon as he finished speaking, a large mass of golden imperishable substance appeared in his hand. His fist turned completely golden in an instant, punching out. As soon as his left fist punched out, the Chongdao in his right hand turned golden, slashing down. His left fist punched out, his right hand holding the saber slashed. Time and time again. This scene made the two Qin family rank 8s look a little sluggish. Was he still human? Every move he threw out was all imperishable substance. It looks like it's only 2 or 3 refinements. What's there to be arrogant about? With such a huge consumption, his golden body might not even be as strong as mine. Fong Ping's fists and Chongdao kept attacking, while Li Hansong beside him acted as a shield. When the other party wanted to attack Fong Ping, Li Hansong immediately flashed beside Fong Ping, blocking the other party's attack. The two Qin family rank 8 powerhouses also blocked this person's way, attacking continuously. ***starred. This person roared furiously. At this moment, he could not be any more sullen. He actually could not kill a rank 7 martial artist. Li Hansong was wearing divine armor. Every time he attacked, he could force the other party to retreat, but he could not kill the other party. This made him extremely sullen. What made him want to vomit blood was that every time Li Hansong was hit, he was also seriously injured, his internal organs severely damaged. However, at this time, Fong Ping would throw a large mass of imperishable substance to Li Hansong, and Li Hansong would shine with golden light again. Both of them cooperated well. Li Hansong did not care if he was injured at all. If he had the guts, he would smash my armor with one punch and smash my head. Otherwise, he would not be afraid of this guy. Damn it, Fong Ping. This rank 8 powerhouse was getting angrier the longer he fought. In the end, he even let out a roar, and a giant tree condensed in the void. That was his materialization. The moment the materialization appeared, it flew toward Fong Ping with strong waves. Fong Ping's dilapidated golden house also appeared in an instant with a loud bang. The golden house was even more dilapidated. Fong Ping himself was bleeding from his 7 orifices, cursing for a while. Kill. At this time, the 2 rank 8 powerhouses from the Qin family also seized the opportunity. Both of them erupted at the same time. Sabers and swords rang together. and with a loud bang, they hit the rank 8 powerhouse out of range of the plankway. I can't accept this. An angry roar filled with unwillingness was heard. Soon, the voice disappeared. Below, Feng Jiuqing saw this scene and was even more determined to escape. The giant dragon under Qin Yaozu's feet wrapped around him. At this time, Feng Jiuqing gritted his teeth. A towering giant tree appeared out of thin air, entangling with the giant dragon in an instant. With a loud bang, the entire plankway shook again. The golden giant dragon dimmed instantly. Feng Jiuqing's body also exploded, but he broke free from the giant dragon's entanglement. Without hesitation, he turned around and fled downwards. Damn it! Qin Yaozu cursed and quickly chased after him. At this time, the Qin family's old lady was also full of anxiety. However, she was still fighting the remaining rank 9 divine general and could not escape at all. Fang Ping glanced at Li Hansong. Li Hansong said quickly, "It's about time. I can still do it one more time. You've killed both of them. Let me take the limelight back." "Old Yao!" Fang Ping shouted. The long spear in Yao Qingjuan's hand turned into a rope again, trapping Li Hansong. Fang Ping yelled, "Seniors, keep that guy occupied." The Qin family's 2 rank 8s quickly cooperated with the old lady to besiege the divine general. Li Hansong took a deep breath and head-butted the rank 9 not far away. Even though it was extremely dangerous now, Fang Ping's face was still black. Mother asterisk Kerr, do you really have to headbutt people? The rank 9 powerhouse who was entangled laughed bitterly when he saw this. A rank 9, 2 rank 8s, and Fang Ping and a few other guys who were even harder to deal with than rank 8s were entangled with him. Feng Jiuqing had already escaped. If Qin Yaozu could not kill Feng Jiuqing, he would definitely come back to kill him. It could be said that if Feng Jiuqing escaped, he would also have no way out. Seeing that these guys wanted to repeat the same trick and deal with him, like how Fang Ping dealt with the 2 divine generals, the man's eyes revealed a hint of ruthlessness. Then they would die together. There was no loud roar, no warning. Just as Li Hansong was about to hit him, the energy on this person's body suddenly fluctuated violently. The Qin family's old lady's expression changed drastically. She shouted, "Knock him down!" The other party was going to self-destruct. It would have been fine if Qin Yaozu was here. The few of them could still defend together. However, Qin Yaozu had left. Right now, it was difficult for her to defend herself. She might be fine, but the others would be in trouble. Li Hansong also felt the danger. With a roar, the helmet on his armor emitted a blinding golden light. With a rumble, he crashed into the rank 9. Above him, Wang Jinyang also let out a wild roar. A thick arrow of blood shot out. Fang Ping did not stay idle either. The dilapidated golden house surrounded Li Hansong, who was knocked backward in an instant. The roofless golden house suddenly made a cracking sound. The rank 9 powerhouse sneered coldly. He did not target the Qin family. Instead, he allowed them to attack him. Without a care, he got close to the golden house in an instant and self-destructed with a loud bang. The Qin family's old lady let out a roar. She blocked most of the self-destruct's power, but there was still some leftover energy that penetrated and hit the golden house. Puff! Fang Ping grabbed a strand of golden substance in his hand and kept it in his Sanjiao gate. His face was so pale that he looked like he was already dead. The golden house was destroyed. In the golden house, Li Hansong was blasted out of the range of the plankway. Yao Qingjun and Wang Jinyang roared again. They pulled the rope frantically, trying their best to drag Li Hansong onto the plankway. The Qin family's old lady hurried to help too. She did not care about the 2 rank 8 powerhouses who were also heavily injured. She hurriedly pulled Li Hansong onto the plankway. After a while, the dust settled. The rank 9 divine general had self-destructed in the end. Li Hansong's armor was already unrecognizable. Not only the armor, but there was also a huge crack on his abdomen, as if it had disappeared into thin air. Fang Ping's eyes were cloudy. He said weakly, "Senior, quickly go and help second Grandmaster." Fang Ping condensed another huge golden glow and tossed it to the old lady. His heart was bleeding again. Every great battle burned money. His golden house had cost him tens of millions of wealth points. Now it was completely destroyed. Moreover, his mentality was severely damaged this time. He did not know how long it would take for him to recover. Ever since Nan Yunyue and the others said that his mentality was too scattered, Fong Ping did not self-destruct again. However, in the end, the golden house that he had spent months condensing was still gone. No matter how desperate a rank 9 was, it was still a rank 9. Even the old lady was the same. When the other party self-destructed, she tried her best to block the aftershocks. Yet, she still could not block the power of self-destruction completely. The old lady did not say much. She took the imperishable substance and quickly chased down the plankway. At this moment, only Feng Jiuqing was still alive. He did not know if second Grandmaster had stopped the other party. After the old lady left, Fong Ping gave the Tu Chin family rank 8 some imperishable substance again. His heart was in excruciating pain. Just for a while. Just for a while. In total, he had spent close to 20 million wealth points. The most crucial thing was that his golden house was gone. His iron head's vitality was draining rapidly. His armor was broken. He had to repair it. All of this was money. The golden house could not be restored to its original level without 10 to 20 million wealth points. Close to 50 million wealth points were gone, just like that. Damn, that Feng Jiuqing. Chase after him. Don't let him get away. Fong Ping gritted his teeth. He could not care less about the damage to his mentality. He got up and chased down the plankway quickly. There were not many people in this battle. It was far from the last battle in MCMAU. However, those who participated in this battle were all powerhouses. The price he had spent was almost half of what he had spent last time. However, the results of the battle were impressive. Until now, he had killed 3 rank 9 in a short period of time. There were also 3 rank 8s. All of them had died here. Even King Feng did not have many rank 8s and rank 9s under his command. If Feng Jiuqing was left behind, King Feng would probably vomit blood. Everyone did not hesitate. No one guarded the platform anymore. One after another, they chased down. Feng Jiuqing had a lot to do with not having to guard the bounded zone anymore. The token must be in Feng Jiuqing's hands. Please remember this book's original domain name. 9 Heavens Divine Emperor Mobile Version Website. Chapter 673. Rumble. Outside the walkway, Chen Yaozu stopped Feng Jiuqing. At this moment, the 2 rank 9 powerhouses were engaged in a bloodbath. Feng Jiuqing was fighting and fleeing at the same time. He was mad with hatred. He did not hate Chen Yaozu. He hated Fong Ping. Damn that Fong Ping. It's him again. If it were not for the sudden death of the 2 rank 9 martial artists, even if Chen Yaozu and the others recovered their full strength, what could they do? Fong Ping. Feng Jiuqing roared, his voice shaking the heavens. Father, we must kill Fong Ping. At this moment, Feng Jiuqing did not know if he could escape. But no matter what, he had to tell his father that Fong Ping must be killed. If this person didn't die, something big would happen. Moreover, the other party had just come out of the domain, which meant that it was very likely that he had stepped into the True King realm. Fong Ping was already so frightening and detestable at rank 7. When he reached True King realm, he would be an incomparably huge threat, even enough to threaten his own father. We must kill Fong Ping. Feng Jiuqing roared as he fled. There were demonic beasts in the bounded domain, and they might not be able to transmit messages. However, there were demonic beasts on the other side of the tributary of the Forbidden Sea. If they heard him, they could also transmit the message to Feng King. We must kill Fong Ping. Feng Jiuqing shouted again and again, his voice shaking the heavens. Chen Yaozu didn't care about this and shouted, "You can't escape." If he wanted to leave, he would have to go to the Forbidden Sea. Under such circumstances, he would not sit and watch Feng Jiuqing cross the Forbidden Sea. If Feng Jiuqing attacked him midway, Feng Jiuqing would die even faster. Run! Feng Jiuqing let out a mournful laugh. That's right, they might not be able to escape. Perhaps they would die a worthless death. Thinking of this, Feng Jiucheng suddenly stopped fleeing towards the taboo sea. Instead, he ran along the edge of the taboo sea towards Imperial Sea Mountain. Although the domain was not connected to the Imperial Sea Mountain, it was not far from the end of the domain. Father might be able to sense it if there was a big commotion there. Even if I die, I want all of you to die with me. Feng Jiucheng's heart was filled with hatred as he madly fled towards the north. Behind him, the old woman was also quickly chasing after him. Behind him, Feng Ping bellowed, "Feng Jiucheng, didn't you want to kill me? Why are you running? Trash! If you don't kill me this time, I'll kill your father next time. He's also a piece of trash. When I get back, I'll go to the king's battlefield and kill all of your Feng clan's descendants. I'll completely destroy you." Feng Ping cursed for a while, but his speed was not as fast as Feng Jiucheng and the others. Seeing Feng Jiucheng running further and further away, Feng Ping roared, "I'm a mystic virtue successor. Demons in the territory, kill that person in front." As soon as he finished speaking, a token appeared in Feng Ping's hand. The token shone brightly. "All demons in the Xuanda Grotto heaven, listen up, kill the enemy, kill him, and I'll send you into the inner realm to cultivate. My ancestor is in the heavenly Grotto Heaven Palace." Behind them, Li Hansong and the others exchanged glances. Was it reliable? Aren't you afraid that these demons will kill you first? Feng Ping did not care about this. He continued to roar. Then he turned around and shouted, "My mentality has been greatly depleted. They might not understand me. Use your mentality to condense the heavenly palace model." As soon as he said that, Yao Qingjun and the others looked at each other and did not hesitate. Soon, they joined forces and condensed a simple model of the heavenly palace. Feng Ping stepped into the air, standing proudly above the heavenly palace. He roared again, "Kill the enemy. I'll send all of you inside to cultivate. Our patriarch is waiting for you in the heaven palace." In the boundary zone within 1,000 miles, there were many indigenous demons living there. At this moment, in some areas, the demon powerhouses' auras were revealed. Many demons released their mentality. Some demons nearby even probed Feng Ping directly. Feng Ping said in a low voice, "Quick, create 2 shadows above the heavenly palace. At least they look like me and my patriarch." Yao Qingjun gave him a deep look. "You have another patriarch. Why do you have so many patriarchs?" Mentality could not condense real people, but it was possible to create human shadows. They did not know whether Feng Ping's method was reliable or not. However, this was a desperate situation. They could not let Feng Jiucheng escape. They joined forces again. Above the heavenly palace, 2 illusory human shadows appeared. As for whether the demons could understand it or not, that was another matter. "Demons in the territory, listen up, kill the enemy, and you'll be sent into the inner realm to cultivate." As soon as he finished speaking, Yao Qingjun and the others used their mentality to simulate some gigantic demon shadows and sent them into the heavenly palace. Feng Ping felt that this expression was very obvious. If Jiao was here, it would have understood long ago. At this moment, Feng Ping missed that traitor demon. The demons here seem to be idiots. Send them in to cultivate. Motherf asterisk Kerr. Were there no demons who were tempted? Feng Ping chased quickly while shouting. On the token, it shone brilliantly, even triggering some seals in some areas. In front, Chen Yaozu and the old woman chased quietly. For a moment, they did not know whether this kid was reliable or not. Stop fooling around. If this caused a riot among the local demons, they would be in danger. Although there was usually no energy in the bounded zone, every time the energy tide erupted, the energy was extremely rich. There were many demon powerhouses here. Rank 9 was rare, usually in the Forbidden Sea. However, the last time in the Tianan bounded zone, Feng Ping and the others roughly calculated that there were no less than 100 rank 7 and 8. That was the least. If this caused a riot, they would be in big trouble. Feng Ping, at this moment, Old Wang was a little worried. He had already sensed many demons' mentality probing, even with a hint of greed. He did not know whether it was greed to enter the heavenly palace or to kill Fong Ping and get the token. The high-ranked demons were not really idiots. Maybe if they killed Fong Ping, they could go in themselves? At least, compared to killing a rank 9, killing a rank 7 was easier. Fong Ping said nothing, but a crystal hoop appeared in his hand, shouting, "This is the beast taming hoop. The elder ancestor gave it to me to protect myself. If the demons within the boundaries don't attack, don't blame me for controlling you by force." After saying that, Fong Ping looked at Old Yao again. "Let's erupt." Old Yao's cooperation was not good. Yao Qingjun was helpless, but his mentality erupted. The crystal hoop erupted with a brilliant light. With this explosion, the mentality of some of the nearby monsters that were probing over suddenly showed signs of being absorbed by the crystal hoop. Roar! At this moment, some of the demons roared in fear, including a few rank 8 monsters. They were roaring nonstop at this time. Fong Ping roared, "Do you really want to force me to ask the Elder Ancestor to leave the Heavenly Palace? The Elder Ancestor has been cultivating in seclusion for more than 1,000 years, unwilling to care about you guys. It's not easy for the demons. The energy tide erupts once every 3 months for your cultivation. If you don't attack today, you can forget about the energy tide eruption." After saying that, something appeared in Fong Ping's hand again, the crystal book. As soon as the crystal book appeared, the demons' roars became even louder. Some rank 8 monsters roared again. The aura of a true king. Even the demons in the Forbidden Sea had to retreat when they carried this thing on them. Fong Ping had been concealing it previously, not revealing its aura. Now that he took it out, it immediately caused a commotion among the demons. The token, the crystal hoop, the crystal book. As soon as these items appeared, all the demons in the entire boundary zone, who could hear and see Fong Ping, began to stir. The demons were not fools. High-ranked demons still had intelligence. The ones who really did not have intelligence were the demons in the King Battleground who were impacted by the Chaos Source. They did not have high intelligence. The demons might not understand Fong Ping's words. However, the demons still understood the scene that Yao Qingjun and the others' mentality had conjured. Fong Ping pointed at Feng Jiuqing, who was fleeing in front. His meaning was clear. Roar! Squeak, squeak, squeak. All kinds of monsters roared, as if they were communicating with each other. At this moment, the Chen family and Old Wang were extremely nervous. Fong Ping liked to cause trouble. Why did he have to provoke these demons? If they did not kill Feng Jiuqing but besieged them, then they would be in big trouble. Fong Ping, however, did not care. He said calmly, "It's okay. I have a peak mentality avatar. If I attack together with the carrot and the stick, these demons will know how to choose, unless they are really idiotic demons." As for idiotic demons, when they cultivated to a high rank, even demons would not be that idiotic. The few of them were helpless. Whatever he said. However, if it really caused a riot, think of a way to solve it yourself. Fong Ping had Old Zhang's mentality avatar. If the demons rebelled, the danger would not be as great as imagined. However, it would be a waste then. Fong Ping did not consider this. If the demons really rebelled, he could wait for them to gather. Old Zhang's avatar could at least kill dozens of high-rank monsters. At that time, he could bring these monsters' corpses to Old Zhang. Old Zhang would probably think that it was a good deal. Thinking of this, Fong Ping suddenly said, "Why don't we not kill Feng Jiuqing, but take this opportunity to kill dozens of monsters?" Everyone was speechless. How could he do whatever he wanted? No one paid attention to him. Fong Ping did not continue this topic. He continued to yell, flying through the air, extremely arrogant and despotic. The Xuanda Grotto Heaven was his home, although it was not his old ancestor inside. The key was that he had the inheritance. In this way, it was originally his territory. If these demons did not help, he would chase them away. The crystal book on top of Fong Ping's head and the crystal ring continued to exude aura. He continued to yell. Old Wang and the others also continued to display their avatars. At this moment, Feng Jiuqing had left Fong Ping and the others more than 10 li behind. However, because of Chun Yaozu's obstruction, they fought and retreated at the same time. They did not run too far for a while. Following Fong Ping's ostentatious display, some monsters began to gather. In front, 4 to 5 rank 8 monsters and 7 to 8 rank 7 monsters gradually gathered together. Feng Jiuqing naturally felt this too. He roared, "Bastards! I am the son of the Maple King. How dare you?" The 17th Southern Territory is the Feng family's territory. Feng Jiuqing roared incessantly. He was so angry that he almost vomited blood. These local demons were actually trying to block their way. Behind them, Fong Ping shouted, "This is the Xuanda Grotto Heaven. What bullsh *T Maple King? Let the Maple King come in and try to suppress him. Do you dare to come in?" Fong Ping roared. "Do you dare or not?" The seal here was not a threat to the average person. Even if old Zhang's avatar exploded, it might not cause a counterattack. However, once the avatar of the Catacombs' true king exploded, it would definitely be counterattacked. If the Catacombs' true king dared to come in, he would be attacked instantly. This point was displayed vividly in Tiannan last time. Fong Ping was sure that the Maple King would not give Feng Jiuqing's mentality avatar. Kill him, and I will send all of you here to cultivate. In the Heavenly Palace, there are countless imperishable substances and energy liquids. With the old ancestors' guidance, all of you have a chance to enter rank 9 and become a demon king. Bastards, how dare you? My father is just outside Mount Yuhai. Old Chen, Fong Ping roared. Chen Yaozu was a little speechless. After a while, he said in a muffled voice, "All of you big demons, you know who my father is. We have been guarding here for 15 years. My father is guarding the peak of Mount Yuhai. The Maple King is nothing." Behind them, Fong Ping breathed a sigh of relief. Chun Yaozu was fine. At least he did not screw up. Fong Ping did not know if these demons understood the meaning of their words, but he guessed that they might understand. Especially when they used mentality to communicate, the probability of them understanding was very high. At this time, more and more demons gathered in front of them. Feng Jiuqing's expression was ferocious. Were these demons really going to attack him? He was the Maple King's legitimate son. The Maple King governed the 17 Southern Territories. This was his family's territory. In the end, the demons in his family's territory actually wanted to attack him? Get lost! Feng Jiuqing roared, shouting sternly. These demons were blocking the way. Behind him, Fong Ping curled his lips. In the bounded domain, the demons did not care about your identity. The demons here were extremely bold. Back then, King Song's divine general was attacked every day, but he did not see those demons being afraid of King Song. Roar! At this moment, a roar suddenly sounded beside Fong Ping's ear. In the roar, there were some mentality fluctuations. Go! And Fong Ping's eyes moved. Were the demons talking to him? Did they really understand? They wanted to enter the Heavenly Palace to cultivate? *CK, these demons are so bold. Aren't they courting death? I was just saying it, and you guys really took it seriously. Fong Ping had no doubt that these demons would be killed by the powerful pressure once they entered the bounded domain. But it was hard to say. These demons lived in the bounded domain. In fact, they were really not much different from the bounded domain's watchdogs. It was also because of the existence of these local demons that the bounded domain was so peaceful. Ordinary high ranks in the catacombs did not dare to enter, not only because of the Forbidden Sea tributary, but also because there were many demons here. Fong Ping even suspected that every time the bounded domain's energy tide erupted, it was really to nurture the demons here and make the bounded domain safer. Otherwise, although the energy was rich, Fong Ping felt that condensing it into liquid and flowing into the river would not be a problem. It's hard to say. Fong Ping was thinking a little too much now. The energy tide eruption might not really be passive. It was not impossible for it to be active too. Sure, after killing him, I'll send the big demons into the Heavenly Palace to cultivate. The token in Fong Ping's hand shone even brighter. Roar! In the next moment, several rank 8 monsters' golden bodies flickered and blocked Feng Jiuqing's escape route. Behind Fong Ping, Li Hansong transmitted his voice. Fong Ping, are all the demons so stupid? You can fool them every time. How do you do it? Get lost. Fong Ping scolded and reluctantly transmitted his voice. What do you mean, fool? After killing Feng Jiuqing later, I'll really open the boundary wall and send them in, as long as they dare to go in themselves. Fortune comes from risk. Humans are like this, and so are demons. What's so surprising about it? We're strong here. We have 2 rank 9s. I even have a peak mentality avatar. Tell me, if you were a demon, who would you choose to help? Tai 2, you must have your wits in battle. In martial arts cultivation, whether it's humans or demons, it's all about fighting. If you don't fight, how can you become stronger? Entering the inner region of the bounded domain may not necessarily be dangerous. Maybe the elder ancestor, cough cough, maybe that senior has taken a fancy to these monsters and sent them into the heavenly palace? Li Hansong thought about it. It seemed somewhat reasonable. They wanted to enter the bounded domain, but these demons did not want to. After living here for so many years, Fong Ping's understanding of this place was much stronger than theirs. It was understandable that the demons wanted to enter the inner region of the bounded domain. Thinking of this, Li Hansong nodded slightly. It seemed that Fong Ping was not purely fooling them. He had grasped the demon's mentality. No, or rather, the mentality of all martial arts cultivators, humans and demons. Cultivation was to become stronger and to fight for a chance. Carrot and stick, a peak elder ancestor, and a peak mentality avatar as a deterrent. It could reduce the danger to the minimum and make these demons give up the idea of using force to force them. Li Hansong thought of this and looked at Fong Ping with some admiration. In the blink of an eye, Fong Ping had thought of so many things. Amazing. His grasp of the human heart and the demon's heart was very amazing. Just as they were thinking about this, Feng Jiuqing went completely crazy in front of them. His eyes were blood red as he bellowed, I am the son of the Maple Prince. He is not a descendant of the bounded domain. If I die here, my father will not let you go. Rumble. The rumble resounded through the void. In just a short while, there were as many as 8 rank 8 demons blocking the way. 6 demon beasts and 2 demon plants. Chun Yaozu and the Chun family's old lady stopped in their tracks. They did not dare to continue. What should they do now? If they participated, would they be attacked? 8 rank 8 demons were not weak. Feng Jiuqing was strong, but he was now an arrow at the end of its flight. Facing 8 demons, it was dangerous. Behind them, Fong Ping had almost caught up. Seeing the situation, he shouted, Old Chun, let's go together. Everyone go. Since the great demons of the demon race have made their move, I don't think they will not distinguish between friend and foe. Kill Feng Jiuqing, Old Chun, and the rest will also leave this place. From now on, the land of the Grotto Heaven Gate will no longer restrict the great demons from cultivating. Even if you don't enter the Heavenly Palace, you can still cultivate better. The Elder Ancestor will not let too many demons enter and disturb his quiet cultivation. It's fine if there are less than 10, but it definitely won't do if there are more. Having said that, Fong Ping looked at some of the demons who had just arrived nearby and shouted, Enough! There's no need to come anymore. Everyone is a step late. If there's a chance like this next time, I'll call everyone again. Right now, the opportunity has already been taken by the few great demons. As soon as he said that, Fong Ping was sure that these demons really understood what he said. The 8 demons who were fighting with Feng Jiuqing were like they were on steroids. They began to attack madly, roaring incessantly. It seemed like they were scolding the demons who were surrounding them. Enough! They could take care of this guy. The other demons did not need to come. Li Hansong and the rest were dumbfounded at this moment, not to mention the Chun family. Other than Chun Yaozu and Old Chun who were participating in the battle, the others had gathered around Fong Ping. They looked at the demons around them with vigilance, and could not help but look at Fong Ping. Who was this guy? They had stayed here for 15 years. They were familiar with these demons. In fact, they had communicated with them before, but these demons had never given them face. Every time the energy tide erupted, they had to fight with these demons. Of course, because Maple Prince's people would also come at this time, and they were all fighting on the plankway, these demons would rarely come. They also knew the danger. In the past, these demons had never helped them kill people. Now, the Fuchin family members had mixed feelings. Was this also possible? If they had known this would happen, they would have joined forces with these demons. Would they still need to be afraid of Maple Prince's people? There were a lot of native demons here. They were blocking the way above. Below the plankway, there were dozens of high-ranked demons blocking the way. No matter how strong Feng Jiuqing and the others were, they would have been killed long ago. Fong Ping did not care what they thought. He did not join the battle. Instead, he shouted at the side, "Don't care about getting hurt. As long as you don't die, there's an eternal lake in the heavenly palace for all the great demons to soak in. Everyone help me. The elder ancestor will not care about some imperishable substance." When I came out, the elder ancestor also gave me some imperishable substance. I'm giving it to all the great demons to show my sincerity. This move had been tested time and time again. Fong Ping threw out a few lumps of imperishable substance. It was not a lot. The crystal book on his head erupted with a brilliant light. It suppressed the demons' greed and signaled them to enter the heavenly palace. There were many of these things. Fong Ping had used coercion and carrots to the fullest. The few great demons were really on steroids. Eternal Lake. Soak in the Eternal Lake. In terms of understanding of the boundary zone, Fong Ping was not as good as these demons. At least these demons knew that the Eternal Lake water seeped out of the Forbidden Sea. The great demons in the Forbidden Sea actually came from the boundary zone. When there were demons in the boundary zone who reached rank 9, they would enter the sea. This was something that Fong Ping was completely unaware of. The boundary zone had existed for so many years. How could there not be any rank 9 demons? But on the shore, there was not a single one. These rank 9 demons were no longer satisfied with the energy tide eruption every time. Instead, they entered the sea and fought with the sea demons for the imperishable substance. But now, not only could they enter the heavenly palace in the inner area, they could also enter the eternal lake. Roar! Squeak, squeak, squeak! The demons were excited and frenzied. Feng Jiuqing was also about to collapse. 2 rank 9s, and Chen Yaozu was currently stronger than him. The Chen family's old lady's combat strength had recovered, and she was not weaker than him now. This was enough to make him suffer. Now, there were still 8 rank 8 demons surrounding him. The despair in Feng Jiuqing's eyes was obvious. He was dead meat. Fong Ping. Father, I must kill Fong Ping. Feng Jiuqing screamed again and again. He was not resigned to this. He, a powerhouse who had walked a long way on the rank 9 path, actually fell in the hands of a rank 7 martial artist just like that. He was really not resigned to this. In the past, he had laughed at his nephew for being tricked by Fong Ping now. Feng Jiuqing regretted it. If he had known earlier, that day outside the Martial King battlefield, he would have killed Fong Ping even at the risk of being killed by a Martial King. Father, do you hear me? Feng Jiuqing roared. This time, he no longer cared about those attacks, but bombarded the restriction in the sky. In an instant, many black cracks appeared. The black cracks increased, and the commotion became bigger and bigger. Feng Jiuqing did not care about this. He wanted to attract his father's attention. The commotion was so small that King Feng could not feel it. Rumble! Feng Jiuqing tried his best to avoid the crowd and demons' attacks, still bombarding the restriction, even the restriction underground. Even if he received the biggest counterattack each time, he did not care. Again and again and again and again. The peak of Mount Royal Sea and the true king seemed to feel the changes here. On the opposite side of the Forbidden Sea, some demons wandering on the other side suddenly fled. Seeing this scene, Feng Jiuqing flew madly toward the Forbidden Sea tributary, roaring, "Father, your son was killed by Fong Ping. Father, avenge your son." Fong Ping's expression was ugly. Mother***, did I kill you? Aren't you still alive? Besides, I didn't even do anything to you. From the beginning until now, you have been shouting that I killed you. What did I do to you?" In the sky above the Forbidden Sea tributary, black cracks flashed. Although Fong Ping did not feel the true king's mentality, he knew that there was a powerhouse's mentality trying to cross the Forbidden Sea and cover this side. However, in the sky above the Forbidden Sea tributary, there were many cracks, as if they were about to explode. That should be King Feng's mentality. Otherwise, the boundary zone was still kind to humans at the peak. Usually, it would not initiate an attack unless it was inside. Fong Ping could tell, so could Feng Jiuqing. At this moment, Feng Jiuqing once again unleashed his full strength, directly using the flight step, flying toward the Forbidden Sea. Behind him, Qin Yaozu and the others also unleashed their full strength to attack him. Not only did they attack him, but they also attacked the seawater. Under the sea, countless demon limbs appeared. The commotion here was too big, and the demons at the bottom of the sea had long been attracted. Feng Jiuqing did not seem to see this, or maybe he did not care. King Feng might not be able to hear what was said at the Forbidden Sea. He wanted to tell his father that he must kill Fong Ping. Feng Jiuqing directly used the flight step, ignoring all the attacks, leaping over the Forbidden Sea, roaring, "Father, you must kill Fong Ping." Again and again, repeating more than 10 times. At this time, he was already entangled by 7 or 8 tentacles. On the shore, Qin Yaozu and the Qin family's old lady were also bombarding the air. At this moment, Feng Jiuqing laughed maniacally. In the next moment, everyone heard a cold, murderous roar. "Fong Ping, I must kill you." Fong Ping looked innocent. F*CK. King Feng really heard it and risked having his mentality crushed to pieces to forcibly transmit his voice. "Ah!" Feng Jiuqing laughed loudly, but his laughter stopped abruptly. At this moment, he was completely dragged into the Forbidden Sea. "Humph!" King Feng snorted coldly again. Suddenly, huge waves surged on the surface of the sea. Fong Ping seemed to hear a muffled groan. King Feng's mentality was completely crushed. Even at this time, King Feng's voice still echoed. "Fong Ping! Fong Ping!" That icy chill made some of the demons on the shore could not help but take a few steps back. Fong Ping looked helpless. He looked at Li Hansong and the others, saying innocently, "What did I do? I didn't kill them. Are you thinking about me?" Everyone was speechless. Wang Jinyang was silent for a moment, then said in a low voice, "You're too outstanding." "I know. I mean, this stupid mouth of yours is too outstanding. Feng Jiuqing is mad at you. That's why he only has his eyes on you." Fong Ping's head hurt. After a while, he sighed. "Both of you, King Huai, King Feng, these two were determined to kill him. Once they got the chance, they would do anything. No, maybe more." Yao Qingjun said lightly, "Don't forget King Song. Even if you didn't know before, you probably know now. Last time, you got lucky." Li Hansong mumbled, "There's a lot. How many people did he kill in the Land of Kings? In the future, everyone will know that he did it. I think there are more than 10. You're only rank 7. Fong Ping, you've provoked so many true kings. Don't ever go to the Forbidden Zone again." Sino Nation only had 14 paragons. The number of catacombs true kings that Fong Ping provoked might not be less than Sino Nation's paragons. Don't forget, there was still Ji Yao's grandfather, the Life King, and her father who might reach true king level. Fong Ping looked sad. "What did I do? I didn't do anything either." Beside him, Qin Yaozu and the Qin family's old lady had a complicated look on their faces. These people were talking about true kings? Fong Ping had offended 2 digits of true kings? How did he survive until now? Qin Yaozu was shocked speechless. His old man was a paragon, but the number of true kings he had offended in the catacombs was probably not as many as Fong Ping. Chapter 674. On the shore, Qin Yaozu and the rest looked at the demons warily. Fong Ping said carelessly, "Big demons, You can go to the mountain path platform now. I will open the boundary wall later and let all big demons enter the heavenly palace." Fong Ping said for a while and ignored the demons. He had to be patient at the crucial moment. What was the hurry? What was there to be afraid of? It was not the first time he had done something like asking a tiger for its skin. The demons had intelligence, but that was it. Now that they were all dead, the demons had done their job. There was no hurry to bother with them. As the young master, he still had to show some respect. The demons did not seem to have any objections. Soon, the demons dispersed. Seeing Fong Ping's bossy attitude, Chen Yaozu looked at him again. Amazing! He had only been away for 15 years, and there was such a powerful young martial artist in the outside world. Chen Yaozu did not care about the demons. He looked at the Forbidden Sea and said with mixed feelings, "He died just like that. He and Feng Jiuqing have been fighting for too many years. Their strength was equal. But now, Feng Jiuqing, a powerhouse who had walked a long way on the ranked 9 path, died just like that." Chen Yaozu did not know what to think. The enemy died so easily that he thought he was dreaming. Fong Ping smiled. "Old Chunny's dead. Everyone can leave the boundary zone. Isn't that a good thing?" "It's a good thing. I just think. Chen Yaozu did not know what to say. He just felt that it was too easy. None of the 6 Chun family members died. Although it was not appropriate to say this, when he saw Feng Jiuqing and the others coming today, he was prepared to die. The other Chen family members might not even have 1 or 2 survivors. Moreover, they might not win. But now, not only did they win, but they also killed all the enemies. The Chen family members were all alive, and all of this was Fong Ping's credit. It could be said that Fong Ping chuckled. "Old Chen, don't worry about it. It's just a few rank 9s. Cough, cough." Beside him, old Wang coughed softly. Fong Ping came to a sudden realization. "I'm full of myself. I didn't kill them. Why am I full of myself? That's not right. I killed 2 rank 9s. Fong Ping exhaled slightly. "I did kill 2 rank 9s. I've even killed the Rose City Lord before. Last time, I even tricked the Sky Gate City Lord to death. Many rank 9s have died in my hands. This time, only a few rank 9s died. It was nothing." Fong Ping stopped thinking about this. He chuckled and said, "Old Chun, let's not talk about this anymore. They're dead. Feng Jiuqing has been dragged into the Forbidden Sea. They're doomed. The token was probably buried with him as well. In fact, even if they had the token, let's not talk about whether they could enter or not. Even if they could, I don't think they could get anything. There really were experts in the domain of domains. So after this, Elder Chen and the rest can leave the domain. I still have to thank you, little friend." Chen Yaozu was also filled with emotions and a bit embarrassed. He sighed and said, "Unfortunately, this old man is still incompetent. In the end, I couldn't kill Feng Jiuqing in time. This time, I angered King Feng. We're enemies to begin with. It's nothing." Fong Ping said disapprovingly, "It's not like there's one more Maple King. The last time King Huai personally went into the Outland, he couldn't wait to swallow me up, but I was fine too. Last time, at the King battlefield, a large number of true monarchs gathered, and all of them wanted to kill me immediately. I also returned safely. Elder Chun, there's no need to take this matter to heart. For martial artists of my generation, it's a good thing to be hated by our enemies. If our enemies don't even want to hate us, then our lives are too boring." Chen Yaozu. At this moment, Chen Yaozu did not know what to say. It sounded very reasonable, but you're only a rank 7. Is it normal to be hated by a large number of true monarchs? This old man is already a rank 9, yet I don't see many true monarchs hating me. After killing King Feng's son, King Feng doesn't seem to be as angry as before." Chen Yaozu swept a glance at Fong Ping. Were all the martial artists outside like this now? Or was this kid special? But looking at Wang Jinyang and the rest, they did not seem to be easy to deal with. "I've only been out for more than 10 years. Are all Sino Nation martial artists like this?" Chen Yaozu did not know what to feel. The Sino Nation martial arts world seemed to have undergone earth-shattering changes. These old antiques like him were really out of touch with the times. Fong Ping did not care about these. Very quickly, he said, "Elder Chen, now that the Forbidden Catacombs is in the middle of a war, we have to leave immediately. As soon as he mentioned this, Chen Yaoting said hurriedly, "Then let's go too." "But, Fong Ping, are we really not going to care about this place?" "Don't worry about it." Seeing that he wanted to go too, Fong Ping did not say anything. Having two rank 9s to help was a good thing. Moreover, Chen Yaozu's ability was very strong. Previously, when two rank 9s were fighting against four rank 9s, Chen Yaozu could beat a few of them to a standstill. Among them was a powerhouse like Feng Jiuqing, who was much stronger than Old Wu and Old Wu. If he wanted help, he would be comparable to a few average weak rank 9s. Fong Ping said as he walked toward the side of the plank road, "There's nothing underground here in the boundaries. There are only some empty buildings. Even if they go in, they can't move them away. Above the Heavenly Palace, there are really unparalleled powerhouses. Even if a paragon comes, it's hard to say. But if a paragon really comes, we can't stop him either. So, don't bother about this side." "Those demons, Fong Ping will definitely do what I promised. I'll open the boundary wall and send them in. If these demons go in to cultivate, won't it cause the powerhouses inside to be unhappy?" Chen Yaozu was a little worried. As for the fact that there were powerhouses in the boundaries, although he did not know about this, he was not surprised that there had been outbursts of pressure in the boundaries before. After living for almost 300 years, he knew a lot of things. The only thing that was a little surprising was that Fong Ping and the rest encountered it, and were actually fine. Could it be that the seniors in the boundaries had really taken a fancy to them and accepted them as their successors? At this moment, Chen Yaozu was even more curious about Fong Ping. These few people had somewhat overturned his impression of martial artists. It made him a little self-doubtful. The neo-martial arts era was developing so quickly. Was he really so behind the times? Fong Ping did not care about what he thought. He said casually, "I don't know. It depends on luck." Everyone was speechless. Depends on luck? If you don't know, you just told those demons to send them to the Heavenly Palace, to the Lake of Eternal? After a while, Fong Ping and the rest returned to the platform. At this moment, there were many demons gathered on the platform. Not only the 8 rank 8 demons, but there were also some. With a dignified expression, Fong Ping said loudly, "Only the 8 great demons who participated in the battle previously can enter. Otherwise, if too many demons enter and disturb the old ancestor's cultivation, that would be a sin. If the old ancestor is angry, all the great demons have also felt the old ancestor's pressure earlier. I can't bear the consequences. If anything happens, I won't be responsible." As soon as these words were said, the 8 rank 8 demons all roared fiercely. "Chase away those demons who rushed over." Fong Ping said again, "All the great demons who can't enter, don't worry. In the future, everyone can come here to cultivate and wait for the energy tide eruption that occurs once every 3 months. When the old ancestor's cultivation is over and he's in a good mood, maybe he will also accept some great demons into the Heavenly Palace to cultivate. Of course, all of you also have your obligations. From today onwards, if there are catacombs here, which is also what you call people from God's land who come here, you must chase and kill them. If I come here again next time, maybe I will also talk to the old ancestor about allowing the demons to enter and cultivate here. Now, I'm going to open the boundary wall. All the great demons who can't enter, please leave the platform first to avoid any misunderstandings." Roar! Many of the demons were extremely jealous, roaring. Above Fong Ping's head, the crystal book shone even more brilliantly. He shouted, "Everyone retreat. Otherwise, if the old ancestor is angry, all your years of hard work will go up in flames." Roar! Although they were unwilling, the demons on the platform still retreated quickly. They also did not dare to trespass into the true king's territory. The 8 demons who stayed were wild with joy. Fong Ping sympathized in his heart. "You guys insisted on going in. I didn't force you guys. You can't blame me if you go in and get killed." Without further thought, Fong Ping's Green Bull sect leader's aura erupted. The token shone brightly. With a roar, the gatehouse began to shake. Just as Fong Ping erupted, in the bounded zone, Heavenly Palace, in the main hall, the apparition that disappeared before suddenly appeared. Two glaring divine lights seemed to penetrate the boundary wall, seeing everything. When he saw the neo-martial era martial artist who had just been sent away, opening the gateway again, and he was actually mingling with the demons outside. At this moment, the apparition seemed a little more illusory. Dazed. What was he going to do? The things in the outer sect had all been moved away. In the inner sect, the cultivation techniques that he needed before were also given. Did he still want to come? Without waiting for the apparition to think too much, in the next moment, Fong Ping, together with Old Wang and the others outside the boundary wall, roared and opened a small hole in the boundary wall. Great demons, the old ancestor is meditating inside. Everyone be quiet. Don't disturb the old ancestor. When you guys have succeeded in your cultivation and become demon kings, I'll come and get you guys out. As soon as he finished speaking, Fong Ping motioned for Qin Yaozu and the others to quickly squeeze these demons inside. He could not hold on any longer. Not only was the opening troublesome, the key was the boundary wall seemed to be resisting, not letting him open it. Anyway, after sending these demons inside, there was nothing else to do. Outside the main hall of the Heavenly Palace, the apparition must have heard these. For a moment, he was even more dazed. Who was the old ancestor he mentioned? Why did he send these demons inside? The apparition also had some understanding of the demons here. Why would they coexist peacefully with these people? No. When he saw the demon that had already stretched its head inside, the apparition even felt a wave of emotion. Excitement? Gratitude? Good person? For a moment, the apparition could not make a judgment. And this did not stop Fong Ping from continuing to stuff demons inside. In the blink of an eye, a demon squeezed in, a second, a third. Suddenly, the apparition did not know what to do. Outside the boundary wall, Fong Ping forced all 8 demons inside, panted, and then said with a nervous expression, "Let's go. If the seniors inside are angry, we'll be in trouble too. Let's take advantage of now and leave first. It'll be fine if the demons are killed, but if they're thrown out, we'll be in big trouble." If these demons were thrown out, Fong Ping had no doubt that these demons would chase him until he wished he was dead. Deceiving demons. Hearing what he said, Qin Yaozu was nervous. Run. If they did not run now, if it was really like what Fong Ping said, when the time came, all the demons in the boundary zone would come for them. Let's go. Qin Yaozu did not hesitate anymore. With a low shout, he led the Qin family and ran down the plank road. It was a little scary, but also a little exciting. He had fought with the Maple King's people for so many years, but it was not as exciting as today. In less than a day's time, how many things had happened? Fong Ping and the others entered the boundary zone, seemed to have gotten something, and killed Feng Jiuqing, 3 other rank 9s and 3 rank 8s. Now that Fong Ping had stuffed demons into the boundary zone, it was very likely that they would be hunted by the seniors in the boundary zone, hunted by the demons. The Maple King was still waiting outside. He had no doubt that when they went out later, the Maple King might be waiting there. He hoped that his father could stop them. Otherwise, the enraged Maple King would tear them apart. Thinking of this, Qin Yaozu became even more nervous. Fong Ping did not think so much. He was actually not too worried about the nameless powerhouse in the boundary zone getting angry. At least he was not too worried that the powerhouse would come out. If he really wanted to come out, he would have come out long ago. As for the demons, the probability of them being killed was higher. At this moment, Fong Ping was already discussing other things. While running along the plank road, Fong Ping said, "If we go to the Forbidden Catacombs, will we make it? If we go out, we still have to go to Capital City. The war won't end, right?" Wang Jinyang was a little uncertain. "You really want to go?" "Of course," Fong Ping said with certainty. "If I go, I can at least be the logistics. That's still okay, right? If I don't go, then we'll suffer heavy losses in this war. That's not worth it," Wang Jinyang said with a headache. "If you go, aren't you afraid of incurring the true king's wrath and crossing ranks to join the war?" Fong Ping scratched his head. "I don't think so. It's not impossible," Li Hansong said gloomily. "You've offended the Maple King to death. The Huai King did the same last time. If we go out now, The Maple King might bring the remaining 3 god generals to the 18 southern regions to find trouble with you. Fong Ping, why don't you not go? Sino Nation was already in a difficult situation. If you went, even if the Maple King did not join the war, he would still bring the remaining 3 god generals to join the war. Wouldn't that provoke 3 more rank 9 powerhouses for Sino Nation? Fong Ping was speechless. Even if I don't go, the Maple King might do it. 4 rank 9s and 3 rank 8s died all at once. There's also his son. How can he not take revenge on humans? At this time, Chen Yaozu nodded and said, "Everyone, it's better to think about how to deal with other powerhouses when we leave the boundary zone. Shishan Catacombs is the Maple King's territory after all. If we go out now, I'm afraid there will be some trouble. I even suspect that after we go out, there will be rank 9s who will intercept and kill us. And not just one." As soon as these words came out, the few of them sobered up instantly. Fong Ping swallowed, looking at old Wang and the rest. After a while, he said embarrassedly, Before Grandmaster Fong Yu said, we can bring 1 or 2 rank 9s back. He can handle it. Now, will he bring even more now?" The few of them were silent. Who knew? Although there were not many cities in the Shishan Catacombs, and they were very far from Shishan City, who knew if they would turn out in full force? Fong Ping gritted his teeth. If it really doesn't work, then we'll wait and see. Old Chen, if there are really rank 9 surrounding us, you and Senior 7 are also here. In addition to Grandmaster Fong Yu, 3 to 5 rank 9s are nothing. If there are more than 5, the few of you can think of a way to gather them together. It's best to surround them in the middle. When that time comes, I'll activate the Division Chief's mentality avatar and see if I can kill them. Even if I can't kill them, it's enough to seriously injure them. When that time comes, the few of you can attack and kill them. Maybe the Purple Catacombs hasn't been destroyed yet. Let's destroy the Shishan Catacombs first. Fong Ping licked his lips and said, the Shishan Catacombs has 8 cities and 16 rank 9s. The Monster Plant Clan has 5 cities. If a war breaks out suddenly, the Monster Life Clan will definitely not attack. That's only 10 rank 9s. If 4 to 5 rank 9s gather and get injured by the Division Chief's mentality avatar, Old Chen and the rest can kill them in time. Maybe we can really destroy the Monster Plant Clan in the Shishan Catacombs. Say, do you want to try? The Purple Catacombs hasn't been conquered yet. Let's conquer the Shishan Catacombs first? No. Everyone said in unison. Chen Yaozu's face turned green. Mother Asterisk Kerr. Who was this kid? Chen Yaozu said hurriedly. There might be a great battle. If both sides don't agree and start a war hastily, the Catacombs' true king will cross the border to fight. Fong Ping, you must not act rashly. As he said that, Chen Yaozu was a little frightened. These few kids know who was this kid Fong Ping. A rank 7 who could destroy the Catacombs at the drop of a hat. This old man's heart was about to jump out of his chest when he acted together with him. Not only Chen Yaozu, but everyone in the Chen family had a strange look on their faces. Only 10 rank 9s? How could Fong Ping say such words? After all, even including Fong Yu, there were only 3 rank 9s in the Shishan Catacombs. The mentality avatar of a paragon was not as powerful as Fong Ping thought. Even if a martial king was stronger than the average paragon, his mentality avatar could only kill and injure 2 or 3 rank 9s at most, even if he could finish off the other party in time. But there were still 7 or 8 rank 9s. Did he really think that Fong Yu and the other rank 9s were made of iron? Each of them could fight 1 against 2 against 3? Chen Yaozu could not take it anymore. He said hurriedly, young friends, it seems like you can restrain your aura. Restrain your aura and return to Shishan City quietly. Little 7, the rest, and I will leave the bounded domain to attract the Maple King's attention. My father is still at Mount Royal Sea. He won't let the Maple King enter the bounded domain to attack us. As long as he can't find you young friends, the Maple King won't start a war with my father. When we get rid of the trouble, we'll return to Shishan City and meet up with you. At this moment, Chen Yaozu really felt that it was safer this way. If he followed these few fellows, he might get into trouble. Fong Ping was a little embarrassed. I was just joking. Did you take it seriously? I'm not stupid. Why would I rashly start a war at this time? I saw that everyone was nervous, so I made a joke to let everyone relax a little. Fong Ping sighed. He did not say much. Another mass of imperishable substance appeared in his hand and passed it to Qin Yaozu. He said, Old Qin is right. If I go with you, the Maple King might really attack. Then we'll return to Shishan City first. Old Qin, you guys be more careful. If the enemies are too strong and there are too many of them, remember to run to Shishan City. The division chief's split body is more or less useful. Besides, I can also help the seniors a little. It can also reduce the pressure. Don't think that the Maple King won't continue if something happens to the few of you. If something really happens to the few of you, the Maple King will think that it's an opportunity. He might invade Shishan City on a large scale. We understand. Don't worry. Qin Yaozu nodded. He breathed a sigh of relief. I'd rather fight a few rank 9s than continue walking with you, kid. What if you suddenly have the idea to attack the royal city halfway? Little did they know that Fong Ping had already destroyed 2 royal cities. Attacking the royal cities seemed to be more frequent. At the same time, just as Fong Ping and the rest were preparing to leave the bounded domain. Forbidden Catacombs. Mount Royal Sea. Zhang Tao looked at Shishan in surprise. Over there, the Maple King's pressure had almost covered thousands of miles. He was furious to the extreme. What was old Ancestor Qin doing? He had provoked the Maple King to this extent. Old Ancestor Qin, oh, Old Ancestor Qin, this is not a suitable time to start a fight. Why can't you just bear with it? Your strength is not that great. Don't go overboard. Zhang Tao felt helpless. Old Ancestor Qin was not him. If he provoked the King Huai would not dare to fight him. But old Ancestor Qin's strength, honestly speaking, it was just SOSO. The Maple King was not afraid of him. The Catacombs' true king also cared about his reputation. It was not that his strength was not as good as yours. If you provoked him too much, it would only take a blink of an eye to start a fight with you. While Zhang Tao was thinking, at this moment a roar that shook the void was heard. Where's Fong Ping? At this moment, over at the Shishan Catacombs, the Maple King did not sense Fong Ping's aura. Although he had not seen Fong Ping before, Fong Ping was obviously not a member of the Qin family. At this moment, he sensed the Qin family's aura. Where was Fong Ping? Had he not come out yet? He wanted to wait for Fong Ping to come out so that he could kill his way into the outskirts. It did not matter even if he had to fight with the Qin family's old ancestor. Even if his son had to die, he had to send the message that Fong Ping must be killed. Actually, he knew about Fong Ping. His grandson had mentioned this before. One of his most outstanding grandsons had died in Fong Ping's hands. His other grandson was also emotionally unstable and extremely gloomy when Fong Ping was mentioned. Now, even his most outstanding son wanted him to kill Fong Ping. The Maple King knew that there must be a reason. However, at this moment, he did not sense Fong Ping coming out. What a peerless sense could sense was energy and vitality. It was not something that could be sensed easily. He kept staring at the edge of the Forbidden Sea tributary. He discovered the Qin family, but he did not notice any outsiders. He would not sense a few stones crossing the river. Where's Fong Ping? Bastard. Fong Ping. I'll be waiting for you. In his rage, the Maple King did not care about the Qin family at all. Very quickly, he began to summon a few god generals under his command and some Shishan Catacombs castellans. Forget about the human cities. Go to the Forbidden Sea tributary and wait there. Guard! When Fong Ping came out, he must kill him. At the crucial moment, he could even fight himself. The voice was extremely loud and furious. In the Forbidden Catacombs, Zhang Tao's eyes were dull. Fong Ping, mother of Ker, what's wrong with this kid? The Maple King could not restrain his anger. He looked like he was going to kill him. Did Fong Ping dig up his ancestral grave? Not only Zhang Tao, but the Huai King, who was not far away, was also stunned. Fong Ping again? That little B asterisk starred again. That little B asterisk starred actually ran to the 17th Southern Territory. At this moment, the Huai King wanted to go to the 17th Southern Territory to take a look. However, seeing that the war in the 18 southern territories was not over, he was worried that the shameless King Wu would secretly hurt him after he left. For a moment, the Huai king was a little irritated. Since he could not go to the 17th southern territory, he could not let Fong Ping feel better. Why you? What are you pieces of trash doing? Kill Li Changsheng. Kill him at all costs. The Huai king was furious. Was it difficult for 6 god generals to kill a rank 8? A bunch of useless things. They were actually led around for half a day. Were the god generals of the divine land so useless now? Each generation was worse than the previous. If he ended the war earlier, he could go to the 17th Southern Territory. Why did he have to wait here? Beside him, Zhang Tao did not say a word. He felt a little helpless now. Here, Li Changsheng was being chased by 6 god generals and was drinking life essence like water. What was Fong Ping doing over there? Also, that B***starred Fong Ping had provoked so many true kings. I can't take it anymore. If one day these true kings wanted to kill him, I might not be able to stop them. Could it be that Fong Ping really entered the bounded domain and was discovered by the Maple King's people? Zhang Tao was a little confused. As for his mentality avatar, he really could not sense it. They were separated by a cave. Who knew what was going on? If he was also in the 17th Southern Territory, he might be able to sense something. If Fong Ping had entered the bounded domain, then there would be a reason. Chapter 675. Shishan Catacombs. Fong Ping, who had just crossed the Forbidden Sea, also heard the Maple King's angry roar. Fong Ping put on an innocent face and scolded, "I didn't kill Feng Jiuqing. You're just a true king, and you're still holding a grudge against me? Is that all a true king can do?" The few of them were speechless. Stop talking nonsense and leave quickly. If they did not run now, the Maple King would really charge in, and a great battle would erupt. At the same time, Shishan City. Grandmaster Fong Yu swallowed his saliva imperceptibly. F***CK. It's fine if I ask this kid to bring 1 or 2 rank 9s back. Yes, the pinnacle was also rank 9. But don't trick an old man like that. Fong Yu was a little scared. He had heard of them in the past, but he did not believe them. No, he felt that they would not be such a jinx, provoking people wherever they went. How could Zhu Feng be so easily provoked? He was outside of Imperial Sea Mountain, but he had really provoked him. How did you do it? He had been overseeing the West Mountain for many years, but he had never had any dealings with Zhu Feng. It had only been about 7 or 8 hours since Fong Ping and the others had entered. Was he going to fight with the absolute peak just like that? The old man wanted to cry, but no tears came out. Guardian Shun, you have to hold on. I can't hold on for much longer. At this moment, a voice rang out. Go to the outskirts of the bounded domain and kill Fong Ping. Previously, in order to prevent the powerhouses here from assisting the 18 southern regions, there were catacombs rank 9 deterrents outside the city. But at this time, how could the Maple King still care about the Huai King? Die or not? His son and his 3 godly generals were nowhere to be seen. Clearly, the odds were stacked against them. He could sense the death of his son. 3 divine generals. The Qin clan had all come out. The result was self-evident. The 2 rank 9 powerhouses outside the city could be considered half of the Maple King's direct subordinates. Sensing the anger in the Maple King's words, how could he dare to delay? Very quickly, he disappeared without a trace. On the city wall, Fong Yu was a little confused. I'm being ignored? Is the Maple King so sure that I won't leave to participate in the Forbidden Catacombs battle? You're actually not threatening me anymore. Look down on me? Fong Yu was still in a state of confusion. Beside him, Li Yiming sighed and said, Amazing. If I see Fong Ping in the future, I'll avoid him. I'm convinced. Didn't this bastard say he wouldn't cause trouble? But now, wherever he went, he would provoke them. On the other side, Du Hong had just arrived. His expression was complicated as he said, Intelligence from the Forbidden Catacombs has arrived. Dean Li Changsheng is being hunted down by 6 rank 9s. Because he's Fong Ping's teacher. That's why everyone's after him. Cough, cough. Fong Yu, the rank 9, could not help but cough. He suddenly felt sorry for the people of MCMAU. Previously, everyone had mocked Wu Quishan for being usurped by a kid who hadn't even grown his hair. Wasn't it embarrassing? No, he wasn't embarrassed now. Was he afraid of losing his life? He knew Li Changsheng. That fellow had been quite arrogant recently. Now he was being chased by 6 rank 9s? Fang Yu was speechless. After a while, he asked, "What should we do?" The 2 rank 7 martial artists looked at him. How would they know? You are a rank 9. What should we do? Fang Yu was mentally exhausted. After a while, he said slowly, "I can't leave. As for Fang Ping and the others, I can't support them. More importantly, going there might not necessarily be any use." He could not go to the forbidden catacombs either. Unless the 3 ministers summoned him, he could not leave his post without permission. Even if everything seemed fine now, he could not leave if the catacombs' powerhouses here ran away. At this point, Fang Yu suddenly said, "Do you think I should change my surname?" Huh. Both Du Hong and Li Changsheng were stunned. Fang Yu said to himself, "He's called Fang Ping. There aren't many powerhouses with the surname Fang. My name is Fang Yu. If the catacombs' true king mistakenly thinks that he and I are from the same family, the next time 6 rank 9s come after me, won't I? No, I'm a rank 9. Maybe 9 rank 9s will come after me. Maybe the true king will come after me personally." Li Yiming and Du Hong were speechless for a while, but they felt that it made sense. Yes, there weren't many powerhouses with the surname Fang. You just had to have the same surname as Fang Ping. If there's a misunderstanding, it'll be very bad. The point was, you're a rank 9. Do you need to avoid the surname of a rank 7? Don't you find it embarrassing? Both of them said nothing. When they thought about it, it was normal. Hi, Grandmaster Fang, you is not a decent person. If this kid Fang Ping really provoked a few more true kings, this old Grandmaster might really change his surname. Discussions are going on in the city. Outside the city, Endless Mountain, Chen Yaozu led the Chen family all the way through the flight step. Along the way, a rank 9 monster plant and a few rank 8 powerhouses brushed past them. The few of them were extremely vigilant, but these powerhouses actually ignored them. They left just like that. Yes, they left just like that. The Chen family's old woman held a divine weapon in her hand. After a long time, she said, "Second Patriarch, what should we do?" Those powerhouses had now gone to the Forbidden Sea tributary. Obviously, they wanted to kill Fang Ping. In order to kill Fang Ping, they did not even care about them. After all, there were 2 rank 9 and 2 rank 8s here. It was not that easy to kill them. Maple King also knew that the Valley King sitting opposite him would not ignore them. If they really wanted to kill the Chun family, this person might intervene. Therefore, in order to successfully kill Fang Ping, Maple King still decided to endure, even if one of his sons died in the hands of the Qin family. However, his people had also killed many Qin family members, so it was not considered a loss. Fang Ping was not someone he could let go. Seeing this, Chen Yaozu was also helpless. He gritted his teeth and said, "Let's go, return to Shishan City quickly." Maple King thought that Fang Ping and the others were still in the bounded domain. If he sent people to kill them now, they might not encounter Fang Ping. Since no one was stopping them, then he would return to Shishan City quickly. Maybe he could still make it in time to join the battle at the Forbidden Catacombs. As for Fang Ping and the others, he could not do anything. He had already sensed that a few rank 9s were rushing over there. Moreover, there were still 3 divine generals under Maple King's command. They might be rushing over too. With so many rank 9s, he could not do anything. After hearing Second Patriarch's words, the Qin family felt conflicted. Forget it, let's go back first. There was nothing they could do. They're putting in a lot of effort to kill me. At this moment, Fang Ping did not conceal his aura anymore. Instead, he turned into a catacombs martial artist's aura, leading Old Wang and the others all the way to Shishan City. It was too scary. He had already sensed a few rank 9 powerhouses' auras rushing toward the bounded domain. We're catacombs martial artists. We're catacombs martial artists. Fang Ping muttered in his heart. A few martial artists without auras would attract attention. With auras and catacombs martial artists' auras, even if those powerhouses sensed them, they might not care about them. Li Hansong and the others did not say a word, running wildly after Fong Ping. At this moment, they did not want to stay in the Shishan catacombs at all. Li Hansong seemed to be calculating something. After running for a while, he suddenly said telepathically, 8 hours. Huh? Come in. We've been rushing for close to 5 hours. We've only stayed in the bounded domain for less than 3 hours. Fong Ping's face darkened. What did he mean? Li Hansong had no intention of discouraging him. He said telepathically, amazing. In 8 hours, we killed 4 rank 9s and 3 rank 8s. We obtained the cultivation method, looted the bounded domain, liberated the Chun family seniors, and saved their lives. We even made the forbidden catacombs have 2 more rank 9s and 2 rank 8s. Fong, don't mention names. Fong Ping scolded telepathically. What if they were eavesdropped? Although they were separated by thousands of miles, Maple King would not be so bored as to eavesdrop on a few middle-rank martial artist conversations. He might not even have the ability to do so, but there was no harm in being careful. Fong Ping's name was very grating to the ears now. Li Hansong did not mention the name again. He said emotionally, amazing 8 hours. You're amazing. Fong Ping was much more satisfied after hearing him praise him. Of course, if he was not amazing, who was? At this moment, they were also extremely fast, sprinting all the way to Shishan City. On the way, they did not encounter any powerhouses. As for some monsters, they avoided them if they could. If they could not avoid them, they did not kill them. They just ran. At this time, they dared not kill, not even rank 7. Maple King was watching now. If the catacombs lacked a high-ranked monster's aura, it would be easy to be noticed. As they ran, Wang Jinyang asked, how are we going to split the loot this time? Fong Ping scolded telepathically. Are you so short-sighted? We're not even safe yet, and you're already thinking of splitting the loot? Wang Jinyang looked at Shishan City, which was almost at their destination, and humphed. Let's go back soon. If we don't talk about it, who knows how you're going to split it later? I don't want to write you an IOU. Old Wang, you're being unreasonable. Am I that kind of person? Yes. Old Wang, you're too much. This time, your loot is 10% less than the storage fee. You don't have to pay Old Yao and Ironhead. How dare you question my character? I can't stand it. Wang Jinyang rolled his eyes. This bastard, he only felt good when people flattered him. He could not be bothered with him. Old Wang continued to hurry on without a word. They were also extremely fast, 1,600 miles. At full speed, Fong Ping could even break the speed of sound. The speed of sound was thousands of kilometers per hour, more than 2,000 miles. Of course, in order to not attract attention, Fong Ping could not maintain this speed. Naturally, they did not go that fast. Even so, in less than 2 hours, Fong Ping and the others could still see Shishan City thousands of meters away. At this time, they did not dare to reveal their auras. Instead, they restrained their auras and went straight to Shishan City. From beginning to end, back and forth, including in the bounded zone, it took them almost 10 hours. Shishan City. On the city wall, Chen Yaozu and the others had just returned. When they saw Fong Ping and the others, they all breathed a sigh of relief. Fortunately, the 2 catacombs rank 9s here had left. Otherwise, Fong Ping and the others would not have returned so easily. When Fong Ping and the others reached the city wall, before they could speak, Fong Yu said immediately, "Get out quickly. Elder Fong, cut the crap. Hurry up." Fong Yu chased them away quickly. "I'm very anxious. You ticking time bombs, hurry up and leave. If your auras are suddenly revealed and attract the true king's attention, I won't be able to hold on if a bunch of rank 9s come." Fong Ping was helpless. "I just came back. I'm almost out of breath from the rush. Do you have to chase me away so urgently?" Seeing that he did not seem to want to leave, Fong Yu said quickly, "Li Changsheng is being chased by 6 rank 9s. Whoosh! Fong Ping broke through the air, breaking the speed of sound, running very fast. Wang Jinyang and the others also hurried to catch up. Chen Yaozu and the others did not have time to say anything and left quickly. After they left, Du Hong said helplessly, Elder Fong, what did you say? If he goes to the forbidden catacombs, then Minister will have a headache. Fong Yu laughed. Don't really think of him as a bomb. Although this kid is new, he can still feel some things. I heard that Li Chongqing killed the Yang family rank 8 because of him. He's a sentimental person and also a smart person. If he was an idiot, he would have died in the catacombs long ago. If he goes to the forbidden catacombs, he won't cause trouble. He will only be more cautious and think of a way to save Li Chongqing. Can he do it? Du Hong was a little uncertain. 6 rank 9s. Fong Yu said softly, depends on luck. Now it still depends on Nan Chongqing. Is Nan Chongqing still waiting for an opportunity? If she doesn't break through soon, I'm afraid Li Chongqing will really be in danger. It had been 7 hours since the Forbidden Catacombs War started. When Fong Ping and the others went to the Bounded Domain, the war broke out. At that time, Guardian Chen also unleashed his aura. Li Chongqing was chased by 6 rank 9s in the middle of the war. 3 to 4 hours had passed. Fong Ping and the others needed time to rush to the Forbidden Catacombs now. Actually, Fong Yu was not sure if they could make it in time. He was also not sure if Fong Ping would be of any use if he went. The biggest certainty was still Nan Yunyue's breakthrough. Moreover, was Li Chongqing really alive now? The news of the Forbidden Catacombs had spread for almost 2 hours. Fong Ping, don't be too anxious. As soon as they left the catacombs, Fong Ping unleashed his maximum speed and flew toward Capital City. Behind him, Li Hansong and the others could barely keep up. Fong Ping did not care about this. At this moment, he could not even shout. He transmitted his voice, divide the spoils. This time's harvest doesn't include cultivation methods or books. The total harvest was about 1,000 caddies of energy liquid, about 3,000 caddies of energy stones, about 6,000 caddies of energy soil, and about 500 caddies of imperishable substances mixed in with Sky Palace lake water, which was slightly more valuable. Other than that, they killed a rank 7 monster beast, a crystal ring, and 3/2 of a giant metal pillar, about 18,000 caddies. There were also some chairs and tables made of rank 8 monster plants. Energy liquid was comparable to 2 to 3 times the effect of a rank 9 energy stone. Even if it was 3 times better, the energy soil was not as good as a rank 9 energy stone. At most, it was only half the value of a rank 9 energy stone. The value of the Sky Palace lake water should be slightly lower than life essence, slightly higher than energy liquid, 5 times the value of a rank 9 energy stone. A total of 11,500 caddies of rank 9 energy stones, 300 million per caddy, a harvest of 345 billion. The rank 7 monster beast is 10 billion, and the giant metal pillar is comparable to A-grade alloy. Today's buyback price is only 4 million per caddy, 2 million per caddy, a total of 36 billion. The crystal ring. I took a look at this. It may be comparable to a rank 8 divine weapon, considered a fine product among rank 8, 50 billion will do. As for those thrones and whatnot, after all, there are no demon cores, so 20 billion is the most. A total of 5 billion. Does anyone have any objections? No. They did not say much. At this time, Fong Ping wanted to divide the spoils, and they did not ask why. Logically, now that Li Chongqing was in a critical situation, Fong Ping would not be in the mood to divide the spoils. But sometimes, some things were better left unknown than known. Fong Ping had a lot of secrets. Almost 90% of the resources he obtained were distributed to others, and he did not keep much for himself. But why did he cultivate so quickly? Of course, resurrected martial artists, imperishable substances, these could all be explained. But Wang Jinyang knew clearly that Fong Ping might not be a resurrected martial artist. No one knew Fong Ping better than him. Fong Ping's martial arts beginnings were guided by him. Later, when Fong Ping besieged the evil sect in Nanjiang, a few of them performed strangely. Fong Ping even consulted him, and not long after, the news of Fong Ping's mutation spread. He could not be bothered to ask about these things. Fong Ping treated them well. When there were benefits, he almost never left them behind. The few of them could reach rank 7 so quickly, almost all because of Fong Ping's help. Otherwise, even if they were resurrected martial artists, they would probably still be hovering around rank 6. Fong Ping was still calculating when Wang Jinyang said telepathically, "If you need it, we don't have to divide it." Am I, Fong Ping, that kind of person? Fong Ping humphed. Distinguishing between public and private interests is the key to me leading you. What is yours as a leader. The few of them rolled their eyes wildly. At a time like this, you still have the mood to talk about this? Fong Ping performed the flight step while laughing. I'm not in a hurry. It's useless even if I'm in a hurry. Can I fly over in one go? If Old Li really dies, I'll kill King Huai sooner or later to avenge him. He should be happy. All right, let's talk about dividing the loot first. This time, I want 60%, Tai Tu 15%, Old Wang 15%. After all, Old Wang got the token. Old Yao, you didn't contribute much this time, just 10%. Do you have any objections? Li Hansong got a lot because Fong Ping killed 2 rank 9s, and it was his armor that played a role. On this point, Fong Ping still had a clear idea. Yao Qingjun said immediately, I have no objections. This time, he was considered to be a bystander. He did not do much, but at that time, he used the Divine Spear to pull Fong Ping and Li Hansong, so the Divine Spear was slightly worn out. Old Wang too, but he got the token at the King's Battleground back then. This time, the ones who really contributed were Fong Ping and Li Hansong. At this moment, Li Hansong also grinned. That is to say, I will get 210 billion, right? Yes. The few of them still did not say much. Li Hansong, on the other hand, quickly calculated. He could get 525 billion? Li Hansong did not want to talk anymore. Following Fong Ping, that was called earning money. Even if the situation in the Forbidden Catacombs was not good now, he could not suppress the joy in his heart. This was called earning money. This was called entering the catacombs. This was worth risking one's life. Previously in the King's Battleground, he also got countless good things, earning hundreds of billions. Now, in 10 hours, other than feeling a little dangerous, he did not actually experience any danger, and he actually earned more than 500 billion. If Old Qin knows, he'll probably really go crazy. Li Hansong felt that when he went back, it was necessary to tell Qin Fengqing that he earned more than 500 billion. He wondered if that guy would vomit 3 liters of blood and then go crazy directly. Torturing him until he goes crazy doesn't seem too good. Forget it. I won't hit him. I'll just make a fortune quietly. Li Hansong calculated in his heart, and Fong Ping was also waiting. This time, the harvest was considered huge. The time spent was very short. The key was actually not these, but the cultivation techniques. Cultivation techniques, these things were not easy to calculate with money. A few trillion? A few hundred trillion could not buy it, provided that it was a real mentality cultivation technique. If it was real later, he would sell it to Old Zhang and not give him a few trillion. Fong Ping decided that when he reached the peak, he must beat Old Zhang up. Not thinking too deeply about this, Fong Ping began to wait for the data to change. Very soon, the data changed wealth. 361 million points vitality, 20,000 calories, 21,222 calories mentality, 2,300 hertz, 2,322 hertz destruction force. Bone honing, 177 bones, 100%, 29 bones, 90% storage space, 1,000 cubic meters, plus energy shield, 1 point/minute plus aura simulation, 10 points/minute plus wealth points increased by about 200 million in an instant. Fong Ping still knew that the system had some discounts. He could accept it if it was slightly less than what was allocated. When he entered the catacombs, his wealth points were more than 180 million, a net increase of about 180 million. In the catacombs, he spent about 20 million. This did not include the House of Gold. Until now, Fong Ping's House of Gold had not been repaired, and he did not know how much it would cost. Not bad. He had earned close to 2 trillion wealth points in an instant. Vitality and mentality had both increased. The most important thing was that the resources were still here, double the gains. It was equivalent to earning more than 4 trillion resources in an instant. It was a huge profit. This was only the area under the domain land, and the buildings were not moved, the energy paths were also not moved. Otherwise, just the ones underground would probably be worth more than 10 trillion. They had only gone to the Imperial Path and the Sky Palace. The value of those thrones in the main hall was beyond shocking. Fong Ping suspected that if he really ransacked the Sky Palace, even 100 trillion was nothing. That was a real good place. It was a pity that there were peerless powerhouses in that place. More than 300 million wealth points. One vitality of imperishable substance is only 10,000 wealth points. More than 30,000 vitality of imperishable substance. Fong Ping sighed in his heart. Rank 8, at most, only had 100 vitality. He did not ask much about rank 9, but even if a rank 9 was 10 times stronger than a rank 8, this was already overestimating them. That was only 1,000 vitality. This was considered the limit, right? More than 30 rank 9 powerhouses, all of their imperishable substance was only equivalent to his. Fong Ping even suspected that more than 30 rank 9 powerhouses could not do it. They needed more. In other words, all the rank 9 powerhouses in Sino Nation added together did not have as much imperishable substance as he did. Peerless was another matter. Fong Ping really did not understand Peerless. Damn, I'm going to the Forbidden Catacombs. This time I'm going to spread my wealth and kill those bastards. But there's too much, it's hard to dodge. Fong Ping felt a slight headache. Sometimes, although he also hoped that humans were better, that the powerhouses were stronger, that they could kill more enemies. But if he took out too many good things, it would not be easy to explain. He had already used up so much imperishable substance previously. Now there was more. What should he do? All right, just say that I entered the Lake of Eternity and got in the Lake of Eternity. Thinking of this, Fong Ping immediately transmitted his voice. Guys, this time when we go to the territory, just say that we entered the Lake of Eternity. Okay. The three of them gave him a deep look. Fong Ping, was he going to take out a lot of imperishable substance? This guy, he was really hiding it well. Li Hansong was not stupid, but at this time, he really felt a little emotional. Fong Ping, I think that even the Emperor realm is not good enough for you. Everyone was speechless. Damn, even the Emperor realm was not good enough for him. Put it more bluntly, he was the Heavenly Emperor. The Heavenly Emperor was omnipotent. Fong Ping, on the other hand, smiled and nodded. For an honest person like Iron Head, flattering him felt even better. Feeling good was one thing, but he still would not give you an extra cent. The few of them were extremely fast. Very soon, the capital city was right in front of them. Fong Ping took a deep breath. Similarly, the Chun family's speed was slightly faster than his. They had already arrived at the Forbidden City. Fong Ping did not waste any time either, descending rapidly toward the Forbidden City. Please remember this book's original domain name. 9 Heavens Divine Emperor mobile version website. Chapter 676. The Entrance of the Forbidden Catacombs. Before Fong Ping landed, the aura of several Grandmaster-level powerhouses had already erupted. Although they had already sensed Fong Ping and the rest's aura, at this moment, a rank 7 powerhouse still shouted loudly, "Vice-Chancellor Fong, stop!" Fong Ping stopped outside the entrance of the house and said, "President Liu, time is of the essence. I want to go in." Among the few grandmasters guarding the entrance of the catacombs, President Liu of the Martial Arts Association was among them. President Liu was no longer the yes-man he used to be. At this moment, he said solemnly, "The war has begun. To prevent the rear from being attacked, non-combatants are not allowed to enter. This includes the seniors of the Chun family. We have already reported to the 3 departments and are waiting for their orders." Fong Ping was a little helpless, but he also knew that this was a necessary process. Otherwise, if a rank 9 suddenly attacked from the rear, under a pincer attack, there might be a large number of casualties. However, at this time, how long would it take? President Liu also knew that Fong Ping was anxious. He said seriously, "Please wait for a moment, everyone. We have already reported to the 3 departments and sent people into Wuhan City to inform them. There will be results very soon. Fong Ping and the rest were not spies. President Liu dared to guarantee this at the risk of his life. If a fellow who killed countless powerhouses in the catacombs was a spy, then the catacombs was really willing to pay a heavy price. This kind of spy could be sent another dozen. Fong Ping nodded slightly. Before he could speak, President Liu said somewhat excitedly, "Vice Chancellor Fong, I heard that you guys are—" Before he could finish his question, the few grandmasters guarding outside the catacombs said excitedly, "I heard from Senior Chun that you guys killed a few rank 9 martial artists?" Although Fong Ping was anxious to go in, he could not barge in now. Did they not see that Qin Yaozu and the rest did not let them in? After hearing their questions, Fong Ping smiled and said, "It was just a coincidence. It was mainly the efforts of the seniors of the Qin family. I was just passing by. The bounded domain is dangerous. I killed 2 rank 9s while I was at it. I don't even know if they have comprehended the origin path." Really? The few old grandmasters were extremely excited. Although Fong Ping's words sounded a little harsh to their ears, they pretended that they did not hear what he said about passing by and while it was at it. A catacomb rank 9 would not die so easily. Now that a few of them had died, how could these people not be excited? Fong Ping, on the other hand, looked at President Liu, smiled and said, "Let's not change the number 1 rank 7. After all, the 2 old seniors are getting on in years. We still have to save some face. I'm still young, and I don't care about such empty titles." President Liu felt a headache coming on. At a time like this, you still have the mood to talk nonsense with me? Beside him, Li Hansong said gloomily, "I killed a rank 9. President Liu. He understood what the 2 of them were trying to say. President Liu was mentally exhausted. He cursed in his heart. "Fine, I understand what you 2 are saying. If you don't want to change, then you must change. If you dare not change, I'll listen." One was killing 2 rank 9s, while the other was killing a rank 9. Were you afraid? Scared? I'm scared. President Liu felt an indescribable sorrow in his heart. Were all the strong like this? No wonder he was still a rank 7 despite being in his 60s. This time he understood completely. He looked at Wang Jinyang and Yao Qingjun again. Were they the same? Both of them did not care about this. Of course, not mentioning the ranking did not mean that they were not arrogant. Old Wang was indifferent, saying softly, "Rank 7 will only stay for a few months. What's the use of caring about the ranking now?" These words were directed at Fong Ping. President Liu's expression stiffened. "So that's how it is? I understand now." The few grandmasters did not know whether to laugh or cry. Beside them, Qin Yaozu and the rest looked at each other. We understand too. The outside world was still the outside world. The martial arts world was still the same as before. It was just that these few were a little different. As they were talking, in the next moment, a figure appeared on the spot in a flash. "Commander!" Everyone greeted him. Qin Yaozu and the rest bowed hurriedly and said, "Pluto." Li Jin chuckled. "Senior Qin, you don't have to be so polite." He was also a person from Star Town, and his seniority was much lower than Qin Yaozu's. In fact, he and the old woman's son, the rank 7 male called Yuanhu, were of the same seniority. Qin Yaozu could be considered as his great-grandfather. Qin Yaozu smiled and did not say much. In the martial arts world, sometimes strength mattered, and sometimes seniority mattered. It all depended on the occasion. This kind of public occasion was not in Star Town. Since he met a junior like Li Jun in Star Town, there was no need to be so polite. Li Jun said with a sigh, "It's been 15 years. Although we know that there are still people alive, the situation in Sino Nation has been tense all these years. We haven't been able to send anyone to help. It's been hard on all of you." "It's my job," Qin Yaozu answered without hesitation. Not only was he Juefeng's son, but he was also a member of the House of Guardians. The Xuan de Grotto Heaven was originally guarded by the Chen family. Therefore, guarding the Xuan de Grotto Heaven was something he should do. Li Jin nodded slightly. Only then did he look at the slightly anxious Fong Ping and said with a smile, "Don't be too anxious. Even if you guys go in now, it won't help." Wait a little longer. Wait for Minister Nan to break through. When she breaks through, she will quickly kill some strong enemies. When that time comes, it will be relatively safer for you guys to go in. You can even give the enemy a fatal blow. However, I'm afraid that Senior Chun and the rest have already come out. Let's see if Maple King has informed King Huai. Chen Yaozu said a little dryly. He might not. When we came out, Maple King was so focused on the bounded domain that he might have forgotten about our existence. Maple King might not be in the mood to specially inform King Huai that Chen Yaozu and the rest had come out. Right now, he was focused on the bounded domain, waiting for Fong Ping to come out. His own son had died in battle. 3 divine generals had died in battle. Perhaps Maple King could not wait for King Huai to lose some of his divine generals. There was also competition for the Catacombs' true king. The true king would not make a move easily. The number of divine generals under their command and their strength were their trump cards. Originally, Maple King had 8 divine generals and 2 second-generation divine generals. Among the true kings, his power was considered the strongest. This was also the capital of the Feng family's 3rd generation, Feng Nieshing and the rest to fight for the throne. Now, however, the Feng family's power had been greatly damaged. 2 of their sons had died in battle, and 5 of their divine generals had died in battle. There were only 3 divine generals left under their command. Even King Huai could not compare to this kind of power. King Huai's power was not considered too strong. Now that 5 divine generals under King Huai had entered the 18 southern territories to participate in the war, even if Maple King remembered about the Qin family, he might not pass on the message. In Maple King's opinion, more than 30 divine generals against more than 10 Land of Rebirth's divine generals would definitely win. As for the casualties, there would definitely be. On the 18 southern territories side, most of them were King Huai's people. It would be good if some of them died, lest King Huai saw that his power had been greatly damaged and had other ideas. Li Jun smiled when he heard that. He roughly knew what Maple King was thinking. He had also heard what Chen Yaozu and the rest had said to President Liu and the rest earlier. Killing 4 rank 9s, including Feng Jiuqing. With such a loss, the Maple King would probably fly into a rage. He was not in a hurry to ask about this. In the next moment, Chen Yaozu and the rest could not hear Li Jun's words. They only saw Li Jun's lips moving slightly, as if he was talking to Fong Ping and the rest. Enter the bounded domain? Yes. It's beyond my expectations. Li Jun was indeed a little surprised. He asked again, any gains? The gains are average. The buildings in the bounded domain are all integrated. I can't dig them away at all. Li Jun's face turned a lot more illusory. That's not what I'm asking. Why is it that when I ask about the gains, the first thing you say is that the buildings are integrated and you can't dig them away? Li Jun was starting to admire Zhang Tao. Only that shameless person could put up with this kid. If it were him, he would not have been able to hold himself back long ago and slapped him to death. Under normal circumstances, there are not many places that can be entered with the Outer Sect token. Did you enter the Outer Sect Sutra Library? Yes. Fong Ping was not surprised that Li Jun knew about these. He had also entered the bounded domain before. Fong Ping said immediately, we got all the books in the Sutra Library. When he said this, Li Jun was already quite satisfied. Not bad. Not bad at all. Although the Outer Sect Sutra Library might not have particularly good cultivation methods and the like, sometimes one could still get some good stuff. Actually, it was quite difficult to enter. When he entered the bounded domain back then, he also relied on his own strength to forcefully break through the barrier to get some stuff. Fong Ping and the rest were much weaker than when he first entered. When he entered, he already had the strength of a weak rank 9. Being able to open the Sutra Library was considered a pleasant surprise. Did you enter the Hall of Enlightenment? Hall of Enlightenment? Fong Ping was stunned for a moment. Was there such a place? Of course, the Outer Sect area was very big. Actually, they did not go all the way there. Could it be that they missed the good stuff? Actually, it's the same whether you go or not. You guys have not reached that stage yet. It's a little similar to the Hall of Myriad Origins. However, the Hall of Enlightenment in the bounded domain is more like a kind of origin path practice. It's more similar to what Rose City Lord did last time. Li Jun continued. Also, each bounded domain is different. The one I went to was in the outer sect area. The one you guys went to might be in the Heavenly Palace area. Li Jun then said, leave the books in the Sutra library behind. You guys go in later, lest you lose them in the catacombs. Fong Ping glanced at him. After a while, he said softly, that, Commander, you're not going to ask anymore? Huh? Li Jun was a little confused. Soon his eyes flickered. What did he mean? Fong Ping was a little speechless. How much did he underestimate him? It was just an outer sect area, and it was over? Not going to ask anymore? That? We actually entered the Heavenly Palace. Li Jun's body trembled. As a desperate realm powerhouse, he was experienced and knowledgeable. He was quite calm. Even when Fong Ping and the others entered the bounded domain area, even into the Sutra library, he was still quite indifferent. However, when Fong Ping said that he entered the Heavenly Palace, he was not as indifferent. You guys entered the Heavenly Palace? Yes. Li Jun took a deep breath. It was really a deep breath. It was so deep that Fong Ping felt like he was going to be blown by the wind. What did you get? Nothing. Fong Ping said helplessly. The seniors in the Heavenly Palace didn't allow us to explore the Heavenly Palace. They gave us some imperishable substances, some energy liquids, and so on. Then, they gave me a cultivation method that I don't understand. I don't even know if it's a cultivation method or not. Seniors? Cultivation method? The next moment, Li Jun's big hand pressed on Fong Ping's body. Creak! Fong Ping's shoulder felt as if it was being clamped by a pair of pliers. He screamed and shouted, Commander, let go of me. I'm dying. Li Jun ignored him and stared into his eyes for a while. After a long time, he said in a low voice, Don't enter the catacombs. Wait for Zhang Tao to come back. Then we'll talk about this together. Commander, that won't do. I heard that the situation inside is not good. Teacher Li is about to be beaten to death. After saying that, Fong Ping immediately said, I'll tell you the cultivation method. No. Li Jun shook his head and rejected. I can't casually say it. Some of the seniors of the ancient martial era sometimes had some taboos. If I only impart it to you and you say it, there might be a problem. Zhang Tao's spiritual power is stronger. When he comes back, I will be with Zhang Tao. Even if there is a problem, we can deal with it. I'm alone now. If I can't suppress it and something happens, it'll be really troublesome. Fong Ping was shocked and surprised to hear that. He wasn't surprised by Li Jun's words about the limitations, but he was surprised that Li Jun's spiritual power wasn't as strong as Zhang Tao's. Holy shit! Was old Zhang's spiritual power really that strong? Stronger than Li Jun? Then I want to go in too. Fong Ping gritted his teeth and said, I know that to you, Commander, the cultivation method is more important. But to me, the reason I'm going to the land of boundaries to look for cultivation methods is 30% to save Teacher Li, 30% to cultivate faster, and the rest is for others. 60% is with me. Now that Teacher Li is busy, I have to go in. It won't help if you go in. That's not necessarily true. Fong Ping said quickly, if I go in, there will definitely be a rank 9 who wants to kill me. I heard that Ji Yao is inside too. The Monster Life Royal Court's rank 9 will definitely have his eyes on me. And the King Huai too. This time, I'll go in and tell him the truth. I killed Huai Muqing. I also killed the people in the land of boundaries last time. Last time, he wanted to eat me up. This time, he'll definitely be angry. They have more rank 9s. I think attracting 2 or 3 rank 9s won't be a problem. This way, it can also reduce some of the teacher's pressure. Li Jun was speechless. Fong Ping said that he had inherited the cultivation method. Actually, he did not want Fong Ping to go in. However, Fong Ping himself had said that 60% was for him and Li Chongqing. If he did not let him in now, what would Fong Ping think if Li Chongqing really died inside? Li Jun was having a headache now. How troublesome. However, when martial artists reach Fong Ping's realm, their beliefs were firm. They would not change their minds just because you said a few words. This kid actually entered the Heavenly Palace. It was really beyond his expectations. While he was still thinking about this, a pile of animal skin books and crystal books appeared in front of Fong Ping. A note appeared in Fong Ping's hand. He wrote quickly, 127 animal skin books, a total of 10 crystal books. September 22nd, 2010. Deposited with Commander Li Jun. If you can't return, give it to the Ministry of Education. If you return, take back the books deposited today. Li Jun glanced at it, his eyelids trembling. I want to kill him. Really, don't stop me. But if I kill him, what about the cultivation method? You actually want to write a note when you get some books out. Don't tell me you want me to sign for confirmation? He did not guess wrong. In the next moment, Fong Ping said seriously, Commander Li, please sign. Li Jun's palm moved slightly. After a long time, without saying a word or moving the pen, he used his mentality to engrave 2 big words on the note. Li Jun. Fine. You're awesome. This is the only time we've met. The next time Zhang Tao comes back, if this bastard dares to step into the military department, he will kill him. Am I Li Jun, that kind of person? I'm already here, and this bastard wants me to sign. After finishing this, Fong Ping did not hesitate and handed all the books to Li Jun. Li Jun kept them quietly. After thinking for a while, he said, if you insist on entering, I won't stop you. You have Zhang Tao's mentality avatar with you. Don't go too far away from Wuhan City. If it's a critical moment, retreat from the passageway. I won't enter the catacombs. I'll be guarding here in Capital City. Having said that, he looked at Qin Yaozu next to him and said, Senior Yaozu, Fong Ping wants to enter the catacombs. Your coming here is unexpected. If you're here to help, our chances of winning will increase greatly. However, I still hope that you won't go deep into the battle. At the critical moment, save Fong Ping's life. Qin Yaozu heard that and nodded solemnly. Li Jun, a paragon, actually asked him not to go deep into the battle, but to save Fong Ping's life. At this moment, Qin Yaozu seemed to have understood something. Fong Ping said that he obtained a lot of imperishable substances and even gave them a lot. He had been suspicious before. Now, Qin Yaozu was sure that Fong Ping might have really obtained some inheritance. Li Jun arranged for a while. Beside him, Fong Ping said again, Li Han Song seems to have obtained a cultivation method too. I wonder if it's the same as mine. I'll go down. The rest of them don't have to go. No. Li Han Song said immediately, I want to go too. It doesn't matter if old Wang and old Yao go or not. I have armor. There's no use for you going. You're the useless one. If I go, other things aside, I can hold up 5 or 6 rank 7s on the rank 7 battlefield without a problem. Beside them, Wang Jinyang and Yao Qinjun also said in a low voice, Don't worry. This time, we won't be going with you. We'll be participating in the rank 7 battle. The 3 of us aren't strong, but we aren't weak either. If the 3 of us work together, you know our situation. Rank 7. The 3 of us can even hold off 10 of them. In that case, Senior Chun and the others will also enter, and the situation will quickly tilt in our favor. Li Han Song had the divine armor. He had the divine bow, and Yao Qingjun had the divine spear. Among the 3 of them, Li Han Song would hold off the enemy at the front while he and Old Yao would attack from the back. Even if they could not hold off 10 rank 7s, they could still manage 7 or 8. With such battle prowess, how could he not enter the entrance? Li Jun was about to faint. Both of them? What was going on in the profound virtue realm? These 2 fellows, did they inherit a cultivation method? Are cultivation techniques that easy to pass on? Are the ancient martial artists in the bounded domain so easy to talk to? When he first entered the bounded domain, he actually entered the heavenly palace too. However, he was a rank 9 at that time, and he only entered the periphery of the heavenly palace. He did not even know if there were any living people in the heavenly palace. Anyway, he did not see them. However, Fong Ping and the rest even met living people when they entered for the first time. Li Jun had 1,000 questions in his mind. When he heard that Li Han Song wanted to enter too, his head hurt even more. These fellows from martial arts universities were all arrogant and unruly. If it were the martial artists from the military department, he could just order them not to enter. Who would dare to object? Forget it, forget it. He would let Zhang Tao, that more shameless guy, handle these things that were hard to control. Anyway, he felt that he had no way of communicating with these people. At this moment, Li Jun's eyes moved. He suddenly looked toward the entrance and said quickly, "Chief Nan is about to break through. If you guys enter now, you won't attract attention. Also, it's time to let you guys see the power of breaking through to the desperate realm. Lest you guys think that you're really unparalleled and cause trouble recklessly. Go in quickly." When they heard that, they did not delay. Together with the Qin family, they sprinted toward the house. Breaking through to the desperate realm. They had never seen anyone break through to the desperate realm before, nor had they seen the desperate realm in action. The previous few times, it was just some shouting after their mentality covered 1,000 miles. How strong was the desperate realm? Fong Ping had judged many times, but he did not have any reference, so he could not give a clear answer. Now that there was a chance to watch the desperate realm break through and kill the desperate realm, why would he delay? Everyone entered the passageway at lightning speed. After they left, Li Jun stood outside the house quietly for a while, thinking about something. Inside the forbidden catacombs, Old Man Li had already used up the life essence that Fong Ping gave him last time. Fong Ping gave him almost all of the 100 caddies of life essence. However, he used it all to escape this time. Not only that, including the imperishable substance that Fong Ping gave him, there was only a small clump left now. Looking at the few rank 9s who were still chasing after him, Old Man Li's eyes showed a hint of helplessness. Forget it, forget it. At this time, if he continued to run, he would not even have the strength to fight back. The suppress word that was swallowed into his stomach stirred. The longevity sword in his hand was also shining faintly at this moment. Suppressing one person, slashing one sword. Using both methods at the same time, he might be able to kill a rank 9. No, he definitely could. The suppress word of the heaven-suppressing king might not be as powerful as Zhang Tao's mentality avatar, but it should not be a problem for it to suppress a rank 9 for a while. Even if I die, I won't lose anything, Old Man Li muttered in his heart. Then, a loud laugh came from his mouth. In this battle, I have held back 6 rank 9s. I can also leave my name in history. At this moment, a powerful mentality suddenly shrouded from the direction of Mount Imperial Sea. This mentality was slightly fluctuating, as if it was thinking about something. In the next moment, another mentality also shrouded, interrupting the mentality's forward exploration. Smiling, he said, "King Huai, are you going to break the rules and come down personally?" Zhang Tao. This time, King Huai called his name directly. Just as he was about to say something, suddenly, his mentality trembled again. "King Huai, son of AB *TCH, I'm here. I heard that you're looking for me. Ji Yao, I heard that you miss me. I'm here. Didn't you want to kill me?" The last time in the king's battleground, it felt so good killing. I killed hundreds of so-called true king's descendants. I was so happy killing. I even snatched more than 100 divine weapons. It felt so good. Just now, I went next door to kill Feng Jiuqing. I didn't have time to greet you guys. I heard that you guys want to die, so Grandpa Feng rushed over and finally arrived. Come and kill me. King Huai, killing your people is still the best. There's a lot of good stuff. Killing King Feng's people is boring. His son was killed, but he didn't have any good stuff. What a fortune boy. These voices were incomparably loud. Zhang Tao sensed his arrival. At this moment, he did not hesitate at all. He simply and directly amplified Fong Ping's voice countless times, covering the entire forbidden catacombs. In the next moment, King Huai was furious. Fong Ping, an extremely cold and harsh voice spread throughout the catacombs. Fong Ping. On the other side, Ji Yao's eyes were also blood red. This shameless bastard, he actually came. Fong Ping. Similarly, among the few rank 9s who were chasing after Li Chongsheng, a few of them roared fiercely, unable to restrain their anger. He was actually showing off the fact that he killed everyone's descendants. At this moment, even Nan Yunyue, who was about to break through, stopped suddenly. I'm not breaking through anymore. Let's go and kill Fong Ping. Hurry! If they left, there would be fewer people later. She could kill a few in the blink of an eye. The remaining few, Wu Chuan and the rest, could also quickly surround and kill them. As for Fong Ping, there was no other way. She could not control him. This guy was so arrogant. Even Zhang Tao helped to amplify his voice. She felt that he would not die so easily. Once Fong Ping, a rank 7 martial artist, entered the forbidden catacombs, the whole battlefield was disrupted. Dozens of rank 9s were fighting, but at this time, all their attention was focused on a figure in the sky above Wuhan City. I can do whatever I want in the catacombs. Killing catacombs' divine generals is like killing dogs. Killing your descendants is really not fun. I can't enjoy it to my heart's content. Fong Ping, am here. Who in the world can kill me? Fong Ping went straight to the rank 9 battlefield, roaring, rank 7 and 8 trash, get lost. You're not rank 9 yet. You're not qualified to kill me. Fong Ping. At this moment, even Zhang Tao did not know if he should amplify his voice. These words were too arrogant. The most important thing wasn't this kid just a rank 7? You're tuning in to the Warrior Lore YouTube channel. Don't forget to subscribe and join us on this journey to catch the most captivating stories.